Hey, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. I can't believe the time has come, but it's officially the end of an era, okay? It's the end of an era for me and also for you as a listener. Let's celebrate that. No, no, I will not be ending the show. I will not be ending the podcast. This is not coming to an end. Today we're celebrating the ending of an absolute dumpster fire of a year that is 2025. Okay? We're going to remember all that she was and all that she has ever been. Okay? It's going to be, I have a great show for you. Let's get into it. Honestly, I'm feeling crazy. Look at the set. Go to YouTube or Spotify to watch. I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling slightly psychotic. I am in the Christmas mood. And with that being said, crazy, psychotic, in the Christmas mood, and also feeling crazy because I'm having a lot of like anxiousness right now because I'm going to be telling you a lot of secrets today. Okay. So if you are my family and if you are my family or if you know me personally, do not listen to this episode. I'm going to be telling you guys a lot of secrets and I'm scared about it. So yeah, 2025, we've got a 2025 roundup. I've got a couple top 5, top 10 lists, a little recap, a little fun social media recap. And then we've got news. Okay, we have the dark side of life to cover, of the dark side of being a human being in 2025. It's still 2025 and it's still dark out there. So we're going to be covering all the bad news. It was a hell of a weekend. It is currently December 17th. It's Wednesday. It's 11:30. We're midway through the week and we had a hell of a weekend. The whole world did. News-wise, bad news-wise. So we're going to cover that. And then we've got life updates as usual. I don't know which way to order this. Where are my secrets at? What part of the show? That's in the life updates. You'll have to wait for that towards the end. And then I'm going to just call the section stupid fucking TikToks. We're going to play those. Okay. So I've got the crazy glasses on. I'm in a great mood. I took a spin class. My adrenaline is high because I'm going to be sharing things I should not be saying online. And I know this is the thing. I listen to a lot of podcasters that I like totally look up to and respect. And something they always say is like maturing as a online public figure podcast host is realizing not everything needs to be shared publicly. There are things about your life you can keep private and keep to yourself. And I love that. Like, I love that. I practice that. There are certain things I never talk about, but then yeah, I think they're better at that than I am. I just can't do it. I'm not good at keeping shit to myself. As you know. So it's going to be a fun one, a little oversharey in a good way, in a fun way. And one of my goals, I won't get into my 2026 goals. Never mind. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button.
And
oh
my God.
I've never done that before. Please hit that subscribe button and review the show 5 stars while you're there. I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. Did I say subscribe to my YouTube channel? Yeah, this is a video and audio podcast. And finally, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/tjms. Patreon.com/tjms. It's $5 a month. Go check it out. All right. All right, let's chill out. Okay, so let's just rapid fire the 2020. Because here's the thing. I was like, I'm going to come to the next show the final show of the year with my lists, my 2025 recap, my official, like, because all of the outlets are doing that right now. All of the news, all of the pop culture news outlets are coming out with their 2025 list, the themes of the year, the top things of the year, the most popular things of the year. It's like, we fucking know the most popular things of the year were both, what did I say? They're both government, no, Labubu's, and that's a Chinese spy thing. And then I made a whole entire episode about propaganda I'm not falling for, and it was like Labubu's and Dubai chocolate. Okay, those were the two top products of the year. Okay, I just was back. I went to my local Vons and I noticed the COVID tests are back in place of the Dubai chocolate. So that's a good sign. So things are kind of it is the winter time. It's still fall. I hate this. December is winter. Okay. December is winter. But for the longest time, this entire year, you would go to the checkout aisle at your local Vons, your Trader Joe's. TJ Maxx is full of Dubai chocolate still though. And Valentine's Day merch, and stuff. So absolutely diabolical. I'm literally standing in the TJ Maxx line to do a return, because I panic bought 9 outfits the day before a Christmas party I went to. And so, yeah, there's 90 people in this TJ Maxx line and I'm doing my return and I'm just white knuckling through it, just like fuming. Okay. Thank God there was a cute baby in front of me. That was the only thing getting me through it. And then I picked up like this cute little dog toy. But yeah, they had Valentine's Day stuff out and I was just like, I fucking hate it here. Get me off of this planet immediately. So lost my train of thought. Talking too fast. Okay. So the outlets, the news outlets, the people, they're recapping 2025. They're coming out with their official lists. And I'm keeping mine light. Okay. Cause I think nothing is more boring as a listener of a podcast to listen to, especially a solo podcast host. Just go, these were my top 5 favorite products of 2020. Like I'm not going to do that to you. We're going to keep it light. I compiled some small lists. There's literally 3 lists. Cause you guys, like, I just can't. I fucking can't. Like, these were my top songs. These were my top, no. Okay. This year. Okay. Let's get into like what this year was all about. Okay. 2025. Let's just go back in time. What was my 2025 about, you ask? These were my top 5 themes of 2025. All right. Obviously. And if you look at what's in my nutcracker's mouth today, my GLP-1 journey, bitch. Okay. My Ozempic, I was on tirzepatide. That was a major theme in during 2025 for me. I hit it and quit it. Okay. We're still off of it. And, so 2025 was all about taking the shot, taking the diabetes medication. As someone who doesn't have diabetes, who is not obese, who is not overweight, who did not need to take it. But I was taking it as someone who is vain as fuck and wanted to try it out to see what that life was like. And let me just say this. It's kind of cringe that people are sucking it down. Now they're shooting it up. They're like addicts about Ozempic right now. They're like, fucking like, give me my fucking shot. Like that's how I was. It's like cringe. It's kind of embarrassing. It's like sad, it's kind of a sad world out there that this is where things have come to. But the airplanes, okay, there's like, it's helping climate change. Apparently the planes are lighter because they're shipping less food or something. I don't know. Or like whatever. There's like less, I read something about planes are lighter. So they're not having to use as much fuel because people are skinnier. Whether that's the cargo carrying shit on it for the fat people, or if it's the fat people themselves not weighing as much. Well, it's a positive thing for society, and it was for myself. And this is the thing I have to say about Ozempic, my GLP-1 journey. I miss her. I fucking love that life. That was a great life. So my 2025 is all about, let me just you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking about it. It was a wonderful experience. I'd do it again, do it 10 times over. second theme of my 2025 was sourdough. Okay. I baked a loaf a day in 2025. I perfected my loaf. I learned how to properly read my dough. I learned what cold fermentation was. I learned what I just learned all the things, okay, about sourdough making. So I was on my sourdough journey. I literally baked a loaf a day, and I overfed my dog sourdough, and now we are weaning them off of it. And I haven't really shared this, but they are literal crackheads, okay? It's at the point now where Jimmy has my 5-year-old, he just turned 5. Louis turning 4 on Saturday. My 5-year-old golden retriever has a special wine for sourdough. It's a specific type of wine. And he does this, like, he'll just move his eyes at the sourdough area of the kitchen. And it's like, I just know that's what he wants. Louis will just sit by that area. So they're obsessed with it. We're weaning him off because it's not ideal. Anyway, so yeah, this was my Ozempic year, my sourdough year. I was in my beauty guru era. Okay. This year I was all about working with brands, sharing products, makeup products, skincare products, hair care products with my Instagram, my social media followers. I did that last week. I was like, saying my social media sounds so geriatric I don't know. I'm getting up there. I'm officially, this year I'm doing a little side quest. This is not one of my themes, but this year I don't feel old. I just feel out of the loop with the kids a little bit, like the early 20s kids. The only kid I can keep up with, like, I'm so like into right now is Tate McRae, obviously. Everyone else, people bring up like Sabrina what is she, like older? Is she like 20, mid-20s? I don't know. There's like Casey, Kelsey. There's all these like pop star girls I have no clue about. This guy that does the song and he brings out a girl on stage, like it's called like Hey Stacy or something. I don't know. I feel like there's the stuff the kids are talking about, I officially am not, I don't need to care about, like, or I don't even feel pulled to it anymore, where as a podcaster, I'm not like, oh, I need to cover this story on this early 20s Gen Z. Are they even Gen Z? And what is, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I definitely aged out of some stuff where I was like, this feels nice. I don't feel, I'm not, this is not, I can't relate to this stuff anymore, you know? Okay. So my beauty guru era, I was making all the beauty videos. I was making all the makeup, get ready with me's, product plugging. Paula's Choice put me on their PR list. That was a big breakthrough for me. I was like, because I'm not on like PR lists like that. And so that was a big deal. Yeah, it was fun, you know, but I'll touch on the beauty guru arc or era in a second here. And can't believe I didn't mention this first. It was my first year of marriage. Okay. 2025 was, yeah, thank you. Our first year of marriage. Our second year, or going into our second year of homeownership. So yeah, it was a really blissful time. I'd say the highlight for me this year as a newly married woman was our weekends. Just our blissed out fun weekends. Corey and I would I love our weekends, and they're so simple and they're so wholesome but they're perfect. We do pretty much the same thing every weekend, or a variation of the same thing. It's like, wake up, get out of bed at like 8. This is like a Saturday. Get out of bed at 8, go to the gym, or I go to an 8 o'clock spin class. I'd meet him at the gym, and then we do like a long sauna sesh, so I spin class, obviously double it up to a heavy glute day because I'm insane. And I'm feeling really fit. I have post Ozempic or whatever, I've put on the weight, but like I'm feeling very fit, and I'm like using all of this extra fuel to my advantage, and I'm getting stronger, whatever. So I'm like, you know, spin class, get my cardio, my endorphins up, and then I go hit the gym and I do a glute day, and then we get a protein shake after. We'll walk the beach, we'll get in the car, we'll go home, we'll take the dogs to the park, we'll go we usually will play like a quick 9, a little round of golf, and then eat outside at this cool place where we live next to, and like have like tacos and shit, and then watch. What else do we do? It's always like gym, golf, maybe a movie. I don't know. We just have like the best weekends. It's very much like adult summer camp. The other day I did, a spin class, a workout. We hit balls, and then I played a 9 holes in the same day. And I was like, I'm just in my, I guess, newly married, just active, fun weekends era. I hate the word era. You guys, okay. So first year of marriage, homeownership this was a year of house projects nonstop. It's always something. We're always dicking around the house and looking at everything like, okay, what's next? We're getting our windows tinted on Friday, which is exciting. So I can look out the windows instead of covering them and spy on my neighbors. So, and without, or last but not least, let me get like, no, we got to do like, no, this is the vibe. Last but not least, 2025. Okay. And I'm very proud of this. This is the biggest theme of the year for me. This was the biggest breakthrough I had in 2025. Okay. The fifth and final theme of my 2025 is that I officially tapped into my cunt side. Okay. I have enemies. I am a hater. I tapped into her finally. Okay. And, it's no longer Mrs. Nice. Am I a Mrs.? I'm a Mrs. Wait, I forget I'm a Mrs. It's no more Mrs. Nice woman with me anymore, okay? If you cross me, I will cut your head off. Bad timing, considering what just happened to the Reiner family. So I entered my cunt era. I have enemies. I have nemesises. And it's fun. It's fun. And one of my nemesises, she probably listens to this podcast. I won't talk about it, actually. I feel like everyone, the thing is one time I got in a really heated argument with I'm not airing out dirty laundry, but with my mom and sister, like heated as fuck. And they're like, Jacqueline, not everyone is obsessed with you. Like not everyone, you think everyone is so obsessed with you. Like not everyone is obsessed with you. And I'm like, because the way I was acting, I guess, was making it sound like to them that I thought, oh my God, everyone was obsessed with me. And that people think about me all the time and I'm the center of their world. And okay, which there is some truth in that. I think about myself way too much. And then I also think I think other people think about me more than they do. And that's on being an online person. You're just like hyper aware of like they're what do you call it? They're monitoring you. It's like, what is the thing about Instagram now? Everyone's like, it's like monitoring spirits. It's like a very dark energy. Everyone is just monitoring you, like surveilling you, just watching your story, just keeping up with you. They're not really interacting anymore, but they're just observing from like a quiet distance. And like, they're like fucking Swiper in the bush in Dora the Explorer, just watching Dora. And it's like very strange energy. But I know some people think about me. I know my enemies think about me. I know they do. And this is the thing about one of my nemesises that I declared as my largest nemesis of 2025. I can't get specific, but just know that my favorite shit ever is when you hate someone. Oh my God, I'm being so mean. But again, it's like, this is growth for me because I am too nice. The reason I'm saying this, and I'm being facetious as always, this is a shtick. Look at my fucking sunglasses and my, whatever, these earmuffs. Are they wobbly right now? I don't know if they're fitting on. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. We're going to have to do hold on. We're not editing this out. I have to fix my earmuffs. So one of my problems is that it's so funny. I learned about boundary setting and in my mid-20s, I learned about boundary setting and taking my power back and loving myself and thinking I'm cool officially. Like once I started this podcast, I'm like, you're cool, you're fine. People, you're not like a loser and people don't hate you. Like I figured all of that out. Right. And then for some reason, I still have this tendency of being a meek, small, soft-spoken, ditzy little feminine. Tiny little sweet angel of a girl at all times. Like not at all times. It's like in public, in conversation. Sometimes I just I revert into this like really soft-spoken, sweet little not dumb. I can't call myself dumb. Like I'm too nice, I'm too sweetie pie. And it's weird because like I took my power back. I learned about boundary setting. I did all that work, whatever. And then it's like, I still have this side of me that's like a little shy and a little socially awkward. You're not awkward. I'm not socially awkward. I'm like, I just don't want to be like brash. I don't want to be like this. Like I'm never like this unless I'm on my podcast. Well, with people I'm comfortable with. Right. So anyways, I tapped into my hater cunt side, my like bad bitch. I guess I could have just said my bad bitch side. And this is my favorite thing about people. Okay. This is my favorite thing. Okay. When you hate someone to your bones, right? Like when you fucking hate someone and it could be for no reason. Sometimes you hate people for no reason. There's like a reason, but it's not like I'm using hate in a very intense way right now. I don't hate anyone, but sometimes you can just be like, irked so much that it's like, fuck you for no reason. You're just like, I fucking hate you. My favorite thing ever is when you get some information that confirms that they're fucking crazy and it gives you like, it like validates why you hate them. Oh my gosh. I had an experience the other day where I was like, oh my God, this tracks so much. I actually observed this situation from a distance and I was like, oh my God. And it just made me smile. I was like, you know what? I can't be specific here, but I'll let you know that the way this person was acting, I would never in my life act that. Like that is how far apart and opposite I am. The wavelength of just how I conduct myself. And this is the thing too about this person. It's like subtle. Okay. I'm all about body language, right? Oh my God. We're fucking up. Speaking of body language, I'm going to try to be sweetie pie and a little more nice because I feel like I'm being nasty, but I'm really into body language. And when people move too quickly and talk too much, it says a lot. Okay. One of my tips, I'm going to give you some actionable advice. Okay. This is a health and wellness podcast. One of my tips for when you're in, and it's also like, I say these things, but it's also like, none of this shit matters. Who fucking cares? We're all spinning on a rock. We're meat sacks. We're all going to die someday. Live your life, move fast, talk loud, be obnoxious, whatever. Like I get that, but yes. And, people judge and who fucking cares though? But like, there's some things if you want to be if you care about being perceived, what the fuck? Basically what I'm saying is that when you walk into a room and you look like you just did a line of coke and you're like schizo and like you move fast and you're like talking to people really fast, like girls talk too fast. Like I talk too fast, especially on the show, but like, and I guess 2026 is going to be the year of well-spoken, articulate content creators, podcast hosts. The likes and the ums are going out the window. That is no more. It's going to be revered or like the new age of creator is going to be a bookworm, really into academia and their niche interests that they're experts on. Okay, this is what I'm hearing in the zeitgeist right now when it comes to 2026 predictions. content creator predictions, okay? Because people are burnt out of the dumb, ditzy, brainless, brain rotty content. Okay. So yeah, but just speak slower. Well, okay, when you walk into a room, head up, tits out, cock the ass back a little bit. Put your body in the shape of an S, okay? Really keep that chin high. You could go forward and down a little bit, kind of makes your jawline look better. That's what I do in photos, at least. And stare everyone in the eye. Do what narcissists do. Really make people feel uncomfortable and look them in the eye and make eye contact with everyone until they look away. And then just walk slow. When you are asked a question or if you're going to contribute to a conversation, make sure everyone does the talking before you. And then you calmly pause, harvest everyone's energy in the room, and then say what you have to say. A little bit more of an octave lower than you normally speak. And make sure to remove the likes and ums. And that's called like, isn't that like, I'm sure there's coaches out there that will tell you that's how you tap into your like goddess, dark feminine energy. So yeah, there you go. There's your tip. But anyways, I'm okay. But this is I didn't sync this up, but I can sync it up here. This inspired me because I was like, yeah, there's some truth in this.
Another one of the bravest things that young women can do is have an arch nemesis. Have multiple arch nemeses. Do not buy into the propaganda that we should never hate anyone and we should only have peace and love in our heart. Because one, I don't believe you. We all have hatred within us, and it is so much healthier to take that and to concentrate it towards a few specific chosen individuals than to just be a hateful bitch to everyone all the time. Preying on someone's downfall is an exercise in mindfulness. It's like meditating. It's good for you. I don't ever want to hear you girls saying, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. That's your worst enemy. Of course you can wish anything you want on them. I would wish the worst thing that's ever happened to me times 1,000 on my worst enemy.
Period. Oh my God. Her name's opinionated hag on TikTok. And I love that username. I really do. Not calling her a hag, but that's a great unserious name. So yeah, you get the gist. I think, yeah. Okay. Don't need to go on a rabbit hole about something that, doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm definitely on the naughty list. I haven't been the nicest, but here's the thing, guys, here's the big secret. 99.9% of my beef with these specific people. And I will say I have two, but it's all mental. It's like, if you're bored, pick an enemy that you don't even really know that well and just mentally prey on their downfall as an act of mindfulness, like this woman said. Just have some fun in your brain. Make a storyline up. Just, like, yeah, it's sick. We're fucking sick as human beings, and I'm just leaning in. I'm leaning in. Okay, so this was another garbage year. If you have social media addiction, if you are on your phone, if you can't shit without your phone, I mean, you're addicted to your phone, you have social media addiction. This was another garbage year of content. Okay. And this is something that really messed up my mind. Like, because I was compiling this list of the highlights of 2025 when it comes to content and what we saw. I was like, wait a minute. The Titan sublore and that whole situation, that story alone is better, like that event of that year, which by the way was 2023. I feel sick. Okay. I thought the Titan sub explosion was last summer. Oh no. June 2023. It's 2026. in 2 weeks. Like, what is going on? So, but that, like, there are certain things, like, that story was better than all of these I'm about to share with you combined. Okay, so this is the official 2025 lore, internet lore. Okay, the official 2025 internet lore. These are the things that happened. And again, all garbage. I have a couple that are front runners here that made me feel something that actually, you know, they're okay stories, they're okay situation or events, but other than that, these are diabolical. Like, this 2025 I mean, it started with the plane crashes. Okay. This is not part of the list, but like, that really set the tone. Okay. And then everything's 30% more expensive. So it's just like it's annoying out there shopping wise. It's just annoying. I'm I'm trying to buy white vinegar for my laundry. It's $32. Like the gallon I get is like $32. And I'm like, what's going on? Okay. So also my hypochlorous acid is $32, but that's worth it to me. If you know, you know. Okay. So this was our 2025 when it comes to content. Okay. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Okay. That was the sound of the year. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. It was also this.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Okay. It was JB.
A real dad, a real husband, a real man. At the beach.
Okay. It was Justin Bieber. It's not clocking to you. Kris Jenner's facelift was a huge content. I don't know. Is she even a real person? It's like these people are, it's like, love her though. I fucking love her. Katy Perry and all the girls in space, Labubu's, the astronomer CEO cheating with the HR lady at the Coldplay concert. That was good. That was juice. Okay. That was good juice. And then also along those lines was like, also good juice was the Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively drama that really carried this year. For a while it did. And I miss covering that. I feel like it was, yeah, I think I did a good job. I think we tied it up in a bow and we sent it off. I have no idea what's going on now, but that was a fun time. The Louvre heist, like boring is like so boring. The Sydney Sweeney American Eagle jeans. This is the thing. This is okay. Everything is, we live in the fact, okay. Everything is, we're in upside down land. We're in crazy town. Like we are in everything I read and see online, the quote unquote, when it comes to controversy and polarizing content and like the Sydney Sweeney ad, I'm like, my brain does not need to know this information. This is nothing. Most of the stuff that stirs the pot online is nothing. Like the having a boyfriend being embarrassing, another 2025 piece of lore or a theme or a chapter of 2025 is having a boyfriend embarrassing. And my whole take on that is this is effing, we can say retarded now. I don't really say it on my show. And I used to, you guys, my whole entire personality in elementary school was anytime I heard a kid at recess say the word retarded, I corrected them and I said, I'm offended because my uncle is handicapped. And I wouldn't say retarded, I would say he is handicapped. And I would tell every kid off who said retarded. But we're back. We're saying it. It's like we're just saying it. Okay. Watch that happen to the N-word someday. Kidding. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Just everything is backwards. Nothing makes sense. Anti-Semitism is everywhere. Like, which I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. It's just like, what is like everything is just turning to shit. Okay. Everything is turning to shit. This year feels like it was a train wreck. Okay. So yeah, the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle jeans ad, Taylor Swift got engaged. She came out with a new album. I think the Eras tour ended. We stopped really hearing about I don't know, the Eras tour was still kind of going on. Aura farming. Okay, aura farming. The kid on the... Okay. How do you use the word aura farming in a sentence? Wait a minute. How would you say, I feel like my aura, okay, it was kind of dark earlier when I was talking about hating people and having enemies and nemesises, that it's all in your head. It's not real. It's partially real. Can't get into it. They're probably listening right now. Hi girl. I feel like my aura, I have today I'm popping off, I guess, when it comes to like my aura. I mean, just look at what I put on the set today. We've got satsumas, little cuties. No, these are like special oranges. We have a candle. We have a balsam fir candle. We have a nutcracker eating an Ozempic or cracking an Ozempic needle to represent my Ozempic GLP-1 journey of 2025. It's like he's crunching down on it because I hit it and quit it in 2025. We've got beautiful holly bushes and firs. And this is a Douglas fir branches I got at Trader Joe's. Tinsel. We have a Santa Claus, a home goods Santa Claus. Okay. I'm going to be honest. God damn it. It's like, okay, we had fat, horny, emotional fall. And now I think I have to add racist to this. You guys, I'm just saying, and it's conditioning. It's like you grow up with one viewpoint of what something is, and that's all you ever see your whole life. And you're just used to it. This isn't me being racist. You're just used to it, right? Like, it's not that it's wrong or this is just how I'm just a human being having a human being experience. You see something the same way your whole life. And then one day it's 2025, and this has been going on since 2020. Okay. I believe it's when they first rolled them out, or I first ever saw them. Then one day you walk into a CVS and there's a black Santa greeting you. And it's like, holy shit. It definitely takes you back because you're not used to it, right? But like, it's like you got the white Santa and the black Santa now. And I just, I don't even know what to say about that. I think it's like we're being more inclusive. Like Santa could have been a black man. He could be. Santa, like, should I get into the lore of Santa Claus? Saint Nick? I don't know. Anyways, aura farming. 100 men, also on the list of 100. Oh my God. Also on the list of 2025 lore, 100 men versus one gorilla. What was that thing? Was that about, would a man rather go against 100 men or one gorilla? And all the guys are like, oh, I would rather go against a gorilla. I don't remember what that was. Oh, Love Island trash. This year was about people just talking about Love Island and being so like glued to that show. And I totally shit on everyone who watches it because Corey and I literally put it on for 3 minutes. And I'm like, anyone who can sit through this and is a loser. Like your brain is, I mean, this is the thing I'm up against in this world right now. And you are probably too, if you're listening. Some people just have a lower, I don't like saying low IQ, but some people just don't have intellectual depth. Did you hear that? Or was that just my throat just screamed? Like it did a bubble. Some people just don't have intellectual depth. They're more surface, whatever. They're not like, they're easily entertained by dumb shit. And I guess I am too, because I watch stupid videos all the time online. Like I love watching stupid videos, but yeah, that show was a huge thing. Love Island, crossing the leg. Another 2025 trend or content thing was girls crossing their leg and then squatting on a pair of high heels. And it's like, I'm talking shit. It was like, it wasn't like you're hot shit. It was like, there was only a couple that was like, okay, this is what it was. It was about doing something impressive. That trend was about how impressive can you make this? You know, one girl did it on top of a mailbox, and I was like, that is impressive. Another woman did it on top of like a literal wine bottle like on its tip on the cork, like on her heel on the cork, and she did it. I have no idea. Like, that was insane. And then it was just like a bunch of hot bitches just like, look at me, I'm hot doing it. And it's like, they're just squatting on the ground. Like, there was nothing, or like I don't even know. They put a book on the floor and like squat down on that. And it's like, that wasn't the point of this. And so, yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know. So that was the thing. And then there was a deep sea fish that came up this year. I don't know if you guys remember that. There was a really cute little piranha looking deep sea fish that bubbled up. So, yeah, that was year 20 there. That was 2025. Okay. Did we learn anything? Did we grow? Like, I hope I don't have a system overload, because I had one before I started recording and I got nervous because I know this episode's going to be chewy. It's going to be a mouthful. And we're just cracking into it. I do want to hit balls after this episode, and I don't want to get on the road too late. Hit balls meaning golf balls. Okay, these are my, but I have a little monologue thing about social media and content creators in a second. Cause there's a conversation happening around that right now, and I have something to say. Okay. But, before I do that, these were my top 5 creators this year these were my top 5. See, I repeat it. So if this is a clip right now, if my AI clipper thing clips me, it'll like notice that I'm saying the sentence like as like this is a great start to a clip. Like, these are my top 12. Top 12. These are my top 5. Okay. See, you guys are getting behind the scenes right now, and I'm fucking up. Dude, all I do is laugh. This is the thing. How do you know you found your passion? You're fucking laughing the entire time you're doing it. I love this. I am so happy right now. I am having the best day ever, and I love podcasting. Okay. So these were my top 5 creators of 2025 who, whenever they would post a new video, without hesitation, I like it, because that's how much I love them. Like, I want them to win. I root for them. I think everything they're doing is so great. Okay. So without further ado, these are the top 5 in no particular order. Number 1, Skin by Kristen. Skin by Kristen changed my life this year. And I've talked about her almost every episode since I've discovered her. She put me onto the hypochlorous acid and the rubbing alcohol for my cleaning routine, to add that into my routine, which is amazing. Okay. That's like a very specific niche reference to about her content. But what I love about her, and I've said this a million times, is that she's so positive, and she loves her life, and she makes the most out of every day. And it's just so refreshing to see someone who's like a housewife, and she's just down for it. And it's not this like, we have to talk about the patriarchy. It's like, she doesn't like even entertain any of that bullshit. She's just like, I enjoy cleaning my home and taking care of my home and cooking for my husband and taking care of our dogs. And she thoroughly enjoys it. And I've always felt that internally. Like, I was born and fucking bred to be a housewife, a homemaker. Like, I'm baking the bread, I'm baking the cookies, I'm making the dinners. I made a bolognese last night. Like, I'm fucking every day. I'm just like taking care of the house. Like, I love it. Okay. I genuinely, it's like, what makes you feel good? Okay. When I podcast, I'm literally flying like I'm on a rocket. Like, I'm so happy when I do this. And then I love organization, cleaning, running errands, I love, I'm a girl. I'm just like, I don't know if like all girls can relate to that, but like, I just love that. Okay. I love doing all of that. It doesn't feel like it's being forced on me either. It's like this, I want to do it thing. And so it was so refreshing to come across a creator who is the same way, and she's unapologetic about it, because I have always, and I literally came out with a podcast titled Wifey a week after my wedding, or like 2 weeks after my wedding, where I was like, I just got married and I think I've been brainwashed by the patriarchy my whole life. And I did a fucking like thing about like, I don't even remember. Oh, that's when we were all talking about, or all the girls were talking about decentering men and how they've prioritized men their whole life. And because of that, they have like no friends and they haven't worked on themselves or like found their passion, whatever. So I like got suckered into that fucking algorithm. And it's like, sometimes you have to, that's what like time does, is it gives you the wisdom, the life experience and the wisdom. And now I'm like, all that is so much noise and bullshit. Like it's so much bullshit. I think the happiest women are married. They love their husbands. They're solid in their marriage. Maybe they have kids, but they just like keep to themselves, and they're not gnat brained out with all of these like new age, new modern day feminism videos. They're not like aware of this bullshit. It's some of it is it's good to like, it's helped balance out I don't know if it's helped. There's some positives coming out of it, like, but also you can overindulge and then you're like confused, like, wait a minute. Like, anyways, so Skin by Kristen. Next up, anytime she posts a video, immediate like, immediate follow, I already follow her. This girl I want to be friends with. I want to interview. I think she is so fucking awesome. So real. I love how she thinks. She's no bullshit. And yeah, like I wish we were best friends and lived closer. I think she lives in like Boston.
On the topic of conspiracies and things that I think about just all the time, the best documentary that one of the best documentaries.
Okay, that's her talking. I don't know if that's not a good teaser of who she is. Her name's DJ Hungry Human on TikTok. She doesn't have I don't know her name. I think that's like, she's on purpose posting behind, what do you call it? Is that called like an alias when you have a fake name, or like yeah. So she doesn't share her real identity or whatever, but this is why I like her, honestly.
Just so you know, I could talk Charlie Kirk all day. Like, I'm going to be investigating this for the rest of my life. Just like I'm on jury duty for life with Karen Reed. It's like, this is always running in the back of my head. One thing I did want to say is, when Charlie Kirk was executed, the way that people reacted afterwards, I'll never be the same person that I was before all of that, because that was truly psychotic and evil. Like, that really made me realize how far gone people are.
So yeah, that's a little taste. She's a commentator on what's going on, and she has a lot of pop culture news, like all kind of the same stuff I cover, but she's so smart, and like, yeah, just love her videos. Okay, so DJ Hungry Human, Skin by Kristen, and then number 3 here is his username is @ and again, these are people that I immediately like their posts. And this is my advice. Okay. We're coming up to the end of the year. You have probably followed a lot of new people in 2025. And maybe here's the thing. I think because there's like so much psychology and with following people on social media and like watching their stories and seeing their posts, there's so much, you can learn a lot about yourself by the way you interact with people you follow on social media. So my advice is this: pay attention to who you instantly engage with. Like the second they post something, because you love them so much, because you ride for them so much, and you're a fan of them, or you want them to win so much, you're just like, your heart bursts every time you see a post of theirs and you're excited about it. And you instantly like it or engage or whatever, comment. Like, in my opinion, if you don't feel that way for every account you follow on social media, and you're more neutral or like passive, and this is a really good sign when it comes to who you're friends with. I know a lot of people, like the thing about following your friends is like, or people you meet a few times and you're not really friends with, it's like sometimes I get really quickly cringed out, or not cringed out. I don't think cringe is the right word. Like, I just don't know them well enough to ride for them that hard. And so when I see their posts, I like don't, it's just like whatever, you know. I don't know if that's healthy for us to have all this stuff we see that's not illuminating our minds and making us excited and inspired and like we want to engage, because I feel like that's the whole point of social media. I don't know. So my tip is to really hone in on those people that you immediately engage with and you're like excited about, and pretty much try to only follow those kinds of accounts. And I think when you follow, if you're a girl, because I'm a girl, hi, I think also, and this is me just being really honest, like, because I've gone in and out of being a lover and then like lover to hater to lover to hater to lover. Like I've oscillated with people before where I'm like, at first I like their content and then they switch something up and it's just like annoying and like I'm put off by it. So I unfollow them. And then maybe I like remember them again. I refollow them. And it's like this cycle. And it's like, you just don't like them. There's something about them that you just don't like. Like you're kind of becoming like a hater, like a hate watcher. And it's like not healthy. So just pay attention to that. This is so like stupid that it's like, how did we get here? But we're here. We all like follow people and we're addicted to our phones, whatever. And we watch people's stuff all day. And speaking of watching people's stuff all day, this is with JLC. He is one of the creators on TikTok. I think he's mostly on TikTok. He's changing men's lives. He's clearly made an intention with his content, or he's being very intentional with his content right now. And he's trying to help young men, young boys, with life advice, how to be a good friend, a good partner, how to cook a meal for your first date with a girl if you're doing like a cook thing or cooking for her, how to decorate your apartment. Like he's really helping young men. Like that's his goal right now with his content. He does a lot of other stuff too, but I love him. I love how he pops off. I love his energy. He's so real. And this is speaking of keeping up with other people's lives and watching stories. I could not relate to anything more.
I don't even watch fucking TikTok and Instagram stories. I don't give a fuck what someone's doing in the day. I don't care to see you walk your fucking dog. I don't care to see you make your fucking call. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I care about humanity, people, kindness, caring, access to essentials like housing and food, shit like that. I don't care about the fucking bullshit.
Okay, so love him. I just love him. He was the guy, I played him the other day, I played his video of him just like beating a Birkin bag around in his bathroom. And he's like, it's a fucking bag. He's like, it's a bag. It's like people treat their Birkin like it's this statue that's like porcelain and that it's got to be like perfect. And they put the little stupid scarf on it. And he's like, it's a fucking bag. And then he's like, and if you go to a restaurant, because, you know, people like they'll buy the big ass Birkin and they'll like walk into a nice dinner, like a swanky restaurant with their big ass Birkin. He's like, oh, if I saw you walk into the restaurant with that, are you the nanny? Are you getting off work? Like, are you, he was like, is there a laptop in there? You know? And he's like, every hot bitch knows that every hot bitch has a fuck you bag, a small fuck you bag for dinners. Like it's a little fuck you bag that's like it's so small. And all you have is your lip gloss because you don't have your wallet. You maybe have an ID, but you're not paying for your dinner. And you have a fucking lip gloss and your ID. And that's like, and maybe a powder. So yeah, I love him. Anything he posts, I immediately like it. Okay. And then we have Rachel Lovely. She's a Chicago native. She does a lot of story time talking videos. She sits down. She just had a baby, like 6 months ago. So she's she works at Google. She's just really lovely, honestly. So I love her. She's just really warm and she just has a lot of great advice too for women. And then finally, Justin Scott, he He's a writer and he just pops the fuck off with he is one of the most articulate. Like, this is what he said about Epstein.
Say something that's going to sound wrong the moment you hear it. And this is going to be the hardest conversation about Epstein we're going to have. I'm being honest. The Epstein case was not a failure. It wasn't a failure. It was a successful containment event. And I want you to acknowledge that before we go anywhere. Because there is not a list. Because a list implies that something went undiscovered. Right? Nothing important here.
So anyways, you get the idea. He just goes off and he gives you so many fresh takes on what's going on in the world that it's in. He did this one on parental betrayal and I was like, fuck. That one hit me. I literally almost cried. I was watching that. That's a video I watched before bed and then I had a nightmare. Oh, fuck. I had a really bad nightmare after that. And you want to know what the nightmare was? Well, I don't want to get too specific. I've never dreamed that my dog, my golden Jimmy, I've never dreamed about him getting hurt. But the gist of my dream after I watched that video of him talking about parental betrayal was Jimmy, like, got his whole, he got a huge gash in his side, like huge gash. It was bleeding out. And we were at like a family dinner. It was like a Thanksgiving dinner type situation. And everyone's like on the couch chilling. And my Jimmy's just bleeding out. And I'm panicking because I'm like, we got to call the vet. And then certain family members, whatever, again, we don't need to get specific. We're just being so nonchalant about it. And they weren't caring and they weren't helping. They were just acting like it didn't exist. And I'm like, he's going to die. And I literally had to like take Jimmy, throw him in my car and like rush to the emergency vet. And he was like barely breathing. And it was the scariest dream I've ever had. So yeah, it's so funny when you watch videos or like shows and then you dream about it. And it's like not even what you dreamed. It wasn't even the same, whatever. Okay. So I mentioned earlier that, and then we're going to wrap up these lists and then we're going to go into, I'll do life updates in the news. Because you guys, the news is dark. Honest to God, it's very dark. And you guys probably already know about it, but I'll do life updates after this. So back to, I mentioned earlier that this year I officially feel like I became a beauty guru. Like I feel like because I got on a PR list. No. So it's really interesting. I made my content. So do we need music? I'm like, no, that was my old intro music. Remember? Okay. So I was like, wait a minute. I can do whatever I want. Like I have this podcast, but I can literally do whatever I want. Just because I have a podcast doesn't mean that all of my content has to be around this podcast, which probably would be beneficial if I just only kind of did this, but like I love making other types of content, right? And so I've always enjoyed makeup, skincare, beauty guru stuff, whatever. And this year I started working with brands and they would send me stuff and I would promote their products and make cute little makeup videos. And it's just not fulfilling. It's just not. It's not like, it's like a very look at me, you know, I don't know. I think it's not for me. I don't think I'm going to be continuing the beauty guru stuff in 2026. It's fun, but in terms of making content in 2026, and this is a conversation I think people are having a lot right now. Like this is a major conversation happening online is, I'm at this place where I truly do not want to come on the internet, make a TikTok, make a reel or whatever if I'm not helping someone, like legitimately adding value. This is what they say. They're like, this is what they say. You got to start off your content creator journey while you're just solving problems with your videos. You're just solving people's problems. And then they will like you and grow to like you. And so then you can kind of post whatever you want after that a little bit. You can do that a little, you get the idea. You can start posting a little more loosely once you get their admiration and their like trust and you, and once they feel like you've helped them with their problems, right? But it's not that deep, right? Like it's just fun, it's content, it's just a little stupid make it video. It's not that deep, but I have been thinking a lot about the type of woman I see myself as, you know what I mean? And this is kind of deep actually, but I'm going to be honest. I feel like this social media shit. Oh, fuck. Corey's calling me. I usually don't decline. Hold on. I'm going to write this really quick. Social media shit. I have to answer because I have to. Hi, honey. You're on the podcast.
Oh, perfect. Sorry to interrupt. Just calling to say hi.
It's okay. I'm just doing my little 2025 recap.
Oh, final episode of the year. Nice. Glad to be on it.
Yeah. Do you want to live react to my set?
Sure.
Do you want to FaceTime? Or no, we won't because you're driving. Sorry. Are you getting lunch?
I am.
Nice. How are the dogs?
Dogs are sleeping. They're great. They're happy. They're playing with Daisy. They're just glad to be at the office.
Oh, good.
I love it here.
That's great. Are Buster's ashes in your dad's office?
They're right at his office with his name tag, his paw, and his picture right above it. He's got a shrine.
Oh. It's sad.
I know.
It's sad.
It is sad, but, he was sick and I think he was struggling.
Yeah. It's for the better, I guess.
I know.
I have one thing to share with you today that is very important. Just like the garage door that you're not allowed to open until after Christmas. You are not allowed to press play on this podcast until after Christmas.
Okay, you got it.
I'm sharing secrets today, okay? And you cannot listen to this episode. Okay?
Oof, you got it.
Don't be tempted.
I'll wait till the 25th.
It's gonna, yeah. So, I'm telling secrets and you're not allowed to listen.
All right.
All right. Where are you getting lunch? Chipotle?
I don't know yet. I'm just kind of driving. Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I'm not sure though.
Maybe go find like a good like Christmassy soup. Go to the soup.
I know.
Go to the soup plantation.
There's some good ones here.
What's a Christmas soup?
The soup? It's a spicy chicken gumbo.
That gives what soup makes you feel like it's a Christmas soup? Gumbo? No.
I think that one.
Really?
Gumbo, yeah, because there's so much stuff in it. It's warm and spicy, and for me,
I feel like a Christmas soup would be like a leek or like a butternut squash soup. Maybe with cinnamon. I don't know. Or not. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe with some cinnamon. Yeah.
Yeah. What should I cook for dinner tonight?
Some sort of. I really like that chicken with pesto.
I know. I'm actually. Yeah, that's on the list of things I'm covering today.
Over some pasta.
Ugh, the dream. I have tri-tip I need to cook too. I was going to roast it.
And that shortbread you make is good too for dessert.
Damn. I need to make cookies for the party tomorrow.
I know.
I was going to hit balls, but now I'm like, I think I need to make cookies.
No, I wouldn't even worry about cookies. We got stuff. So just come. So you can hit balls if you want. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good.
Well, all right. Well,
I did my first Kearney Mesa board meeting.
Honey, don't overshare about where you work. Honey, keep all this. This is now I have to delete this part of the episode. Don't tell them any personal information.
I wasn't anywhere. I was
well, I'm at now. I'm excited that that's moving forward. Okay. Sorry, we can't talk about work.
Okay.
I keep everything really vague.
I'll talk
because you work for you have a top secret job and a top secret life that it is very, you got to keep it on the DL.
I do, and you're right. I do.
Meanwhile,
I need
my
to
job
have
is
that.
very public and very front facing, and it's just like, hi, sharing everything about my life here.
Well, your podcast is growing.
It is. It's exciting.
Growth
You should
mode.
see, honey. I have to send you a picture of the set today. It's like Christmas explosion.
Yeah, show it to me.
I
Send it
will.
to me.
I will. All right.
All right, goodbye, everyone. Merry Christmas.
I love you. Happy
you
Hanukkah,
all.
honey.
Bye-bye.
Also, Kwanzaa, all the holidays. You have to say you have to include them all. Otherwise, just say happy holidays.
Happy Kwanzaa and Merry Christmas. Kisses to all. Bye-bye.
Bye. I love you, honey.
Love you.
God. Well, yeah, he can't listen to the episode. So I have this. I'll tell you what I'm doing for him for his Christmas present, and I'll explain what the garage door thing is in a second. But let me finish what I was saying about the beauty guru, whatever content creation thing, and social media. And I just feel like when it comes to my life and the woman I want to be, and when I reflect on that, it doesn't include. First of all, like, this is sad. Like, it doesn't, I'm a 31-year-old woman, and I didn't grow up dreaming about being addicted to a cell phone all day. You know? And when I reflect on how much time I'm on my phone, making content on my phone, brainless, stupid, like, here's me putting on makeup or like showing you stupid skincare. It's like, I'm doing that. And when I really reflect on it, like, if I get honest with myself, sure, it's fun, whatever. Like, it's fun. I don't do it because it is fun, but it's not fulfilling. I don't feel like I do when I podcast. Like, when I podcast, I feel this gut thing where I'm like, my soul is like, and it's not, life isn't always about, you have to be 100% fulfilled at all times. And sometimes that's not okay. And I love, by the way, I fucking love what Tim Dillon said on his last episode, about how he's been talking about like life. He always does. Basically his premise or his take was that, and he's mentioned that about fulfillment too, but like, it's not all about being happy. What did he say? Like you're not all of you are going to live a good life. Sometimes you're like, I don't know. It was just he had a really refreshing take on it. I wish I could remember exactly, but back to making content, I feel so good. And like, this makes me feel like I'm using my time wisely. Okay. And I'm not just doing something brainless and mindless and stupid. And so, yeah, back to making beauty guru content and doing that kind of stuff. I want to try to avoid doing that. I don't even think it's going to be hard to avoid in 2026 because I'm getting too old to be wasting time. Okay. Like I just said, the Titan sub explosion was 2023 and that feels like it was yesterday. It's going to be 2026 in 2 weeks. Like, I can't be dicking around doing stupid social media stuff anymore unless I feel like I am helping people and I am genuinely, like, personally learning while I make the content. Like, if I'm not learning, you're not learning. And if I'm not helping you, I'm wasting your time and I'm rotting your brain. Like, I think there's a place in this world for entertainers and for comedians and for people to make people laugh and post stupid content. Okay, I'm doing it today with my stupid fucking with my Ozempic needle inside my nutcracker's mouth, okay, to represent me hitting it and quitting it this year, hitting and quitting the GLP-1 this year, okay? There, I'm doing a little shtick, okay, whatever. I'm making you laugh, but I'm also like, I feel good about this because I'm also saying something of substance right now, and I know I am. And so that's my point. When it comes to making content, that's where I'm at. And I'm going to wrap in or bring in the conversation around the Jaclyn Hill video, the beauty guru, one of the OGs, one of the first people I followed, who was literally like, hey, like, nobody talks about this in the creator world, but I don't know what's going on, but like, my engagement sucks. And like, I don't know what you guys want. And my take on that and what people are saying just in general is that we are fatigued. of influencers. It officially peaked in 2025. It's like watching a show on Netflix, and you're on season 6 and you've seen the entire show, and it's like there's nothing after season 6. And I feel like we've been just like, it's like you're constantly like hitting the final, you're like rewatching the final episode over and over and over again. Every single day you open your phone and you watch influencers. Like you're constantly like, you're like on him, you're just like you're exhausted. You've seen it all. You're not impressed by anything. Nothing is stimulating. You're not learning anything new. You've seen it all. So people are basically like, yeah, we're tired. We don't want to see this overconsumption and mindless content anymore. That's just all about like consume, click my link, go to my Amazon storefront. You need this in your life. You need that in your life. Here's me decluttering my entire Stanley Cup cabinet of 52 shades of a Stanley Cup. Okay. I own one. If you're wondering if I'm a piece of shit or not, as a piece of shit influencer or not, I have one Stanley Cup. Okay. She's not a piece of shit. I have a lot of empathy. Like, it's not I don't want to get too specific on Jaclyn Hill because there's a ton of them out there. Okay. But here's the thing. I will say this about Jaclyn Hill and a lot of influencers in her category. Most of them do not live very interesting lives. And the only thing that makes them interesting to their audience, or it has for a long time, it's no longer interesting, is watching them consume products and pad their life with nice stuff, buy bigger homes, decorate with nicer furniture, buy more shit and every shit. Like, okay, that's what their entire lifestyle revolves around, and their entire content revolves around. And so now you have an audience who's like, okay, we're tired, we're bored, this is disgusting, it's no longer inspiring, we're actually kind of put off by it because, by the way, we're broke, we can't fucking afford any of this shit, we don't want to see your Amazon links, right? So that's the tone. And I think, again, that's what makes their life interesting. And they don't really share anything of substance or value. And if anything, they go online and cry and complain about shit that doesn't matter. Like, you know, I'm not ripping down Jaclyn Hill because she's a real person, and I have literally followed her since high school, and she's one of my favorite people to watch do makeup tutorials, and I've always like loved her energy and her vibe. But I think her time, like every career has she just needs to pivot. Okay. I don't know what that looks like, but she complains a lot, and there's a lot of like drama and stupid drama about like hair color or mental health, this and that. And it's like, which is real. Okay. I mean, but a lot of it is just like, this isn't not important for your audience to know all this. And it's like, So, most influencers are not that interesting, especially the ones that are constantly product plugging and showing their perfectly staged homes all day and their links and their consumption of all these new products and things. Okay. So they're just not interesting. And where else do I want to take this? It's like we've finished this season and we keep watching the final episode. That's how it feels in 2020. That's how we've ended 2025. It's like, we're sick and tired of watching the same episode of the show, of the final season. Like, so now, like, what is next, right? What is next? If 2026 is the end of the influencer, what is next? And I want to be, by the way, I'm like, hey, here's something I could help everyone out with. I want to be the official spokesperson of this movement. Wait, I need like, no. I want to be, I got to time this better. I want to be the official spokesperson of the end of the influencer movement in 2026, okay? Here's what I want to do. I'm being serious. I want to crowdsource, or we need to work on this. Like, we need to all like brainstorm, put our heads together about what the fuck we want to see. Okay, when it comes to influencers, what specific, or because people say, oh, we want authenticity. We don't want hyper curated aesthetic, perfect content, day in my lives of my perfect day and my matcha Pilates, whatever, all that whole trope or whatever. We want real, we want raw, we want honest, and it's like, yeah, but I feel like I'm trying to think so outside of the box right now. And this is what I want to do. I want to be like the official spokesperson, and I want to think outside of the box all the way to the point where I'm like, we don't even film ourselves anymore. Or like, we don't even, I mean, no, we will. We'll still storytell. We'll still share things with our audience on TikTok, and we'll do these little like I watched this gay guy do a whole 10-minute video on what's going on in Equinox in New York, and how he was he had like a bait and switch situation with a married man. You know, like, that's good tea. Like, you were still going to want to see that. I think this is probably, if I could sum it up and move this train along, I think what it is we're going to want to see less of those perfect aesthetic, whatever. I hate the word aesthetic, but like influencers with all of their, I think the Amazon storefront is no longer, like, it's going away. That kind of content is not going to be at the forefront, or we're not going to watch. I don't know. I think it's all about what are we watching. And so we're probably just going to be watching more educational, more articulate, more, content that is helping us, and more valuable content, like watching an older woman who's been a makeup artist for 30, 40 years teach you a new technique you've never seen in your life. Like, that's the kind of beauty guru content we want to see, you know, instead of, here's my Sephora haul, I spent $5,000, you know. Michaela, what's her last name? Nagiro? With her like crazy PR unboxings and like her designer unboxings. She spent like $100,000 on all this designer shit. Like that, I think that is done, like, officially in 2026. But people that are, authentic, being just turning on the camera and being authentic, that will never, I don't think that's going to go away. But here's how outside the box I've been thinking, honest to God. And this sounds like, this is like kind of fucked up. I don't care. It's as if you have to, because people, my take is this: social media is a rich person's playground. It's fun for wealthy people to follow the Jaclyn Hill types, the rich influencer types, because when they plug a product, when they share a new thing to buy or whatever, they don't shut down, because they're like, oh, I can afford that too. I can go buy that. It's not a big deal to them because they live the same lifestyle as her, or close to it. So if you're not in a good place financially, you have to understand that, like, the world is cruel. Like, not everyone is broke. Not everyone can afford to, you know, like, you know what I mean? And so to buy products in excess like that, like, it is kind of disgusting. It is disgusting. Like the buying multiples, and you already have 60 bronzers. Why do you need 10 more type of consumption? Okay. And it's almost like, you should go, if you don't want to see overconsumption, if you don't want to see wealthy people on social media, it's like there needs to be a form you fill out, or a setting where you have a preference to the socioeconomic level you want to watch, if that makes sense. And by the way, I would put mine at the lowest. I want to see the fucking, what are the homeless people doing on with it? Like, I want to see what they're doing on the streets. Like, that would be so much more entertaining than all this ritzy bullshit I always see. It's like, I don't want to, because I'm also tired of it. It's almost like you have to do that so you're not like rubbed the wrong way. Because not everyone is in that situation. And I think that's a really hard pill to swallow as an adult. I think where people are pissed off though is when they're pissed off at the overconsumption of the 52 Stanleys and the 62 bronzers. You know, like that is gross to them. And I think that needs to stop. No matter how much money you have or make or whatever, that needs to stop. Over-consuming needs to stop, period. So yeah, it's almost like, and yeah, you have to have a preference on like, do you want to see, you know, people that are, and then AI, because we have AI now, could like scan the content and kind of gauge like, okay, where does this fall? What tax bracket does this person's content fall in? Okay, so we're not going to show Susie this because she doesn't want to see that. So we're going to keep her over here into her tax bracket. It's like, you should only watch content, but see, that's the thing. It's also like social media is a rich person's playground. And because of that, it's always been about aspirational content. It's always been about inspiration and but see, we've seen the clear blue waters and the vacation photos, the couple vacation photos, and they get in their Rolls Royce and they're both wearing these iced out, excuse me, Jesus. You can really tell what fucking, they've got iced out wrists. They're in the Rolls and they're parked on the beach, and it's like Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know, it's just like crazy. And then it's the Kardashian level lifestyle, their parties and it's like they live in mall-sized homes, and it's just, anyways. But I feel like the average person's like, we've all seen it now, and none of that is stimulating. It doesn't inspire us anymore. Or maybe it's still inspiring. I don't know. I don't want to overthink about this, but my point is that I'm really trying to make an effort. Or I am going to make an effort in 2026 to bring the tips and tricks. Okay, bring things that are gonna help you and not make your brain turn to more mushy than it already probably is from social media. So, and then I was thinking about it when it comes to AI and how it's here. Like, it's scary that there might be a time in our life. I don't want to say there will be, because I'm scared, where we won't be able to discern what's real and what's not when it comes to watching a video or seeing a picture. And imagine what that's going to do to legal situations. Like, that fucking terrifies me. But it's like there needs to be an official technology that's on everyone's phones. There's like an official scanner for AI. And I feel like even that would get fucked with, or people would toy with that. I don't know, it's like, I'm trying to think of an analogy when you get something certified, like when you do, I've had to do like thumbprints before, you know, when you like buy a house or like you get married, we had to do a thumbprint. You know what I mean? Like, it's like what do you call it? It's like an official thing. I feel like there needs to be a technology. Like, I don't know how else we're going to know what's real and what's not. Like, what's going on that front? I don't know. I don't want to overthink about it, but it's, yeah. Okay. Life updates. Okay. And this is where I'm going to be telling secrets. So here's the fun part. Let me fix my hair. I don't really think I did a good setting of the scene. So we're all Christmased out. I'm wearing my fuzzy headphones, my snow bunny, my sexy snow bunny earmuffs over my headphones. My ears hurt because I am wearing glasses, and maybe I should take them. Oh my God, I just stabbed my eye. Oh, hold on. Okay. We're doing a little 7th inning stretch. I hope, okay, by the way, I hope in my heart that you're doing well, you're having a nice Christmas, and I can't talk, sorry. Or having a nice Christmas. I hope, because this is a tough time of year for a lot of people, and so if that's you, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're hanging in there and you're trying to make the most of it. It can be a heavy time emotionally. I talked about that last week with my dad, It's my 12th Christmas without him. Like he's dead, but he's not dead. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, this is a bullshit time of year for a lot of people. And like mentally, it's like heavy. So I hope that if you're going through it, I'm comfy. I'm making you comfy right now. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to make this sound positive, and it's hard to make that positive. I've had multiple rock bottoms in my life. Let me just say that. I will just know that every human being has a hero's journey, and sometimes rock bottom and being in the pits of hell has to be part of that hero's journey. It's part of it. I feel like not everyone has a rock bottom though. Some people are just boring like that. Like they never really go through something like I feel like it's maybe if they had it's like, okay, this is I feel like a lot of people or some people, I don't know, just like really boring people. It's like their first adversity is like their family dog dies, maybe heartbreak, but they are probably too prude and like not, they're probably, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an archetype. Maybe heartbreak. And then then when a family member dies, that's like, but their life is very like, they don't have like personal turmoil. They're not like, they don't have any like stuff they have to deal with internally. Like they're just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are squares. And I'm around a lot of golfers, or I just feel like golf is full of a lot of squares. And yeah. Anyways, I'm not really around a lot of golfers. All the people I'm around have fucking interesting lives and personalities, and I'm grateful for that. So that golf, I mean, they're fun, they're interesting, they're funny. I don't know. I just feel like, okay, what was I saying? Yeah, it's part of life, and just exercise, drink water, get good sleep, lay off. It's a tough time to lay off the alcohol, because let me tell you this, I feel like December is out of control with the drinking for most people, including myself. I mean, is she pregnant? Wait, what did I do last time? Is she pregnant? She's saying she's been drinking at Christmas parties. So she's not. I love dicking around with that whole thing about, is she because as a newly married woman, it's a question on everyone's lips. When is that happening? You guys are probably like, oh my gosh, I bet her mother-in-law's like terrible and pressuring, and no. Or like my mom, no. That's actually a topic we do not discuss here, and by design. And I've also mentioned a little bit, it's not why, I've kind of alluded to why I don't talk about that front. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, Christmas parties, yeah, eat, exercise, drink your water, get good sleep, and lay off try to. It's a tough time too, though. Okay, life updates. Here's the thing. I'm still obsessed with 9/11. I will be going to New York very soon. And one of our first stops will be that what is it? The ground zero, like the memorial. Cannot wait. I am like, it's going to be such a full circle, like crazy, heavy moment. But I'm still obsessed with 9/11. I've been mentioning over the last few episodes that I have nonstop been researching, joining Reddits, reading stories, watching videos, looking for jumper fucking pictures and video. It's a really crazy new thing. I can't stop thinking about, but it's fading. I will say this. It is fading a little bit. It definitely peaked and then now it's fading, but I'm not feeling like, because I mentioned also last episode that I'm like, I feel my whale obsession, my orca whale, or like just whales in general, hyperfixation coming on in early January. Like I feel like that'll be the next thing I get obsessed with, but I have zero desire right now to look at whales. Like I'm not feeling it. I have no desire. I'm just right now, I'm honest to God, I'm in a fucking pressure cooker. It's mid-December. Christmas is next week. And I'm in a pressure cooker to execute gifts to everyone in my family perfectly. Okay. It is coming down to the wire and I'm under a lot of pressure and stress. I'm constantly running errands, getting wrapping paper, getting stocking stuffers, getting gifts, oh my God. Here's another thing. I'm just like online shopping. It's so funny. I'm like overconsumption, this and that. It's like, it's Christmas. I have an excuse. And so it's nonstop. The town is so big. Everyone is out shopping. Everyone is the parking lots are so coagulated or they're so backed up. Traffic is bad like all day long. People are just like out right now, which is a beautiful thing. It's good to be around more people. And I need to crack open my Kris Kringle Diet Coke. So it's Saint Nick and it's also Kris Kringle. Which one is it? Is it Kris Kringle? What is Kris Kringle? Oh, I love that sound. And I'm a Diet Coke out of a can girl. Oh, I love Diet Coke. Okay. So yeah. So I'm busy. I'm too busy to be researching 9/11 right now. And I'm just too busy planning our New York trip and prepping for, Christmas time. Okay. So I just want to I'm going to do my secrets right now. We're going to do the secrets right now. Okay. These are the life update secrets. These are things that I should not be saying publicly and sharing on my podcast. And all of my mentors, advisors would say, hey, not everything needs to be said out loud. You can keep some things about your life to yourself. Okay. So Corey's going to hate me for saying this. So that's why he's not allowed to listen to the episode. But he can't, because the other thing I'm going to say, he like literally cannot listen to it because of what I'm going to say next. Okay. So I mentioned last week that my sister is on my ass and I did a shtick. Okay. I did a shtick about golf. My sister, she's newly married. She is now like hanging out at country clubs and she's golfing like 3 days a week. She's learning to golf and she got all new irons, nicer than mine, and like driver, the whole fucking kit, swagged out. Okay. Just started golfing and I'm like, my sister's on my ass. My ego is too big. I cannot let her get better than me because she's so fucking competitive. My sister is an Olympian bodybuilder. She is anything she sets her mind to, she will be number one at it. She will fucking go all the way. And it's an amazing quality and a inspiring thing to watch, but it's fucking scary. So if she's on your ass when it comes to a sport, now I'm making it up that she's on my ass, by the way. I'm mentally making it up. So anyways, I did a little shtick last week. I'm like, yeah. So she golfed 3 days in a row and I had a breakdown. I told Corey, I'm like, we got to get out this week. We got to go hit some balls and I need to play because like, I can't have this. And she texted me. She was like, hey, I listened to your episode and I just want you to know, like, I'm not competing with you. Like, it was a really cute text. And I don't know if I should, like, she won't fucking care if I read it. It was really cute. She was really cute. I don't know if it's like too far back. She's like, I genuinely love it and hope we can do it together someday soon. I'm always bragging to my friends about how good you are. Yeah, you get the gist. But it was so funny. I was like, fuck. Okay, but it gets like funnier. I think it's funny because so I was like, that was a shtick, but also like, I think it's good. Like it'll make us better. Like she's literally not trying to like go after my game like that. But I was bringing up a lot of childhood stuff last episode. And so I was like growing up with a sister who's 1 year older and a brother that's a year and a half younger. You're like all competing. Like, well, my sister and I were in the same things, the same sports our whole lives. Like or same activities, like acting, like we were doing plays growing up. And it was always about like who got cast in like one time I got a better role than she did. And it was like, it was a thing or whatever, like stuff like that. So, or like who could lift heavier in the gym. And I was saying that I think a little sibling rivalry is healthy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I feel like it's natural, but so I was kind of like looping the golf thing into it. Anyways, Corey, don't kill me. Okay. I think my husband also has an ego when it comes to my golf game. Okay. Cause he's my coach and he's taught me everything I know. And here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. I have not been able to play golf, or I wasn't able to play golf from November to May of last November to May this year, because I was healing from getting my boob job, right? My second one. I don't think I've ever said I've had two. I've had two. Okay. So I couldn't play and I was healing. And then before I got that done in 2024, I got fully fitted. So because here's the thing, when I first started playing, it was 2022 and I got a set, like a starter set. And it was a Callaway starter set. And that's what I've been using this whole time. Okay. And in 2024, before our wedding, like we were playing golf a lot and I got fitted and I wanted all pings. That was I hit that the best. I wanted all ping irons and everything. Right. And so fast forward, we get married, time goes on. I get my boobs done. Now I'm healing all of 2025, pretty much all the way through May. And then I like played maybe 4 times since then. So I wasn't really playing or practicing. And then my sister gets married and then she starts playing golf and then and then she gets new irons and everything. And I was like, okay. And I didn't say anything. I think Corey knew because I told her what to get. I told her, you got to go all ping. It's the best shit. It's very forgiving. Like I love ping, get ping. So she gets it. Gets exactly what I would have gotten. And then the other night, I get a phone call and Corey calls me on the way home from work and he goes, Jacqueline, when I walk in, please go to the back room and sit on the couch with your eyes closed. And I go, he got me fucking golf clubs. I'm psychic. Okay. So it's the holidays and gifts are aplenty and Santa Claus comes early sometimes because we're going to his parents for Christmas. And so we've always kind of done our presents before Christmas, like a little bit ahead of, when we go over to their house, because we'll stay there for a couple nights. They live here in San Diego. And so long story short, I got the fucking ping what is it? The ping irons, the new ones, the G440s, the fucking G440s. Okay. I got Titleist Vokey wedges. Okay. I got 6 through 9, 6 through 9, 2 Vokey wedges. I have a Gap wedge. I have and then I got a 7 wood, a new ping driver, the newest one. He's gonna shoot me. So my point is this: I'm making it funny. I'm trying to be funny because I feel like a piece of him did this because he's like, oh, the sister can't have nicer shit than you. I gotta get my wife. Like, we gotta, maybe like, he got, you get the idea. Like, he's being a little bit competitive too. Like, oh, no. You cannot have those shitbox Costco starter pack Callaways anymore while your sister has perfect ping, everything, the same irons that you should have. And so, yeah, I officially have irons that fit me that are not laid up. This is a golf. Okay. If you're not into golf, you're probably like, what is she talking about? Basically all of my Callaway irons were laid up. Like they weren't fitted to me. So the shafts were way too long. They were way too heavy. And then the toe was always like, the angle was up. It wasn't flat. So yeah, now they all fit me, and I hit them the other day for the first time, and it was like night and day. So now it's like, is it the swing or no, is it me or is it the irons? And I think it's officially, it was the irons. And it was getting to the point when we would play where I was like, it's frustrating because I don't know. Like I'm at the point where I've played enough golf and I've been doing this enough time to like, it's time to have a like to be fully kitted out, because I should have done this at the start. And that's what I told my sister. I'm like, if you're going to learn how to play golf and you're committed and you have the bug and you want to do this for a long time, like get fitted, because you won't be in my situation where you're going to be like, you get good and then you're like inconsistent. You're always inconsistent because you're not fitted, and it's like you're always trying to like over or compensate for I'd choke up or I'd stand too far back, or you know what I mean. So anyways, I got new pings and I'm fucking stoked, and I love golf and I can't wait to go hit them after I record this. And they're beautiful. The Vokey wedges are so dialed. We played the other day. This is before he got them for me, and I was having a horrible round. And he's like, here, try my Vokey. And I literally just perfectly popped it up because all of mine were like chunky, like they didn't cut the ball nice, when you chip it up. And so, yeah, the Vokeys are the best. If you're looking for wedges, like best, I have a 54 and a 60. If you're wondering, 60 degree and a 54 degree. Okay. So that was the first secret that now I'm going to be, he's like, keep it on the DL. He's like, don't post about it. Like, keep it on the DL. Sorry. Okay. So, my other secret. Okay. This is what I'm doing for Corey for Christmas. Okay. This is my big secret. And if you're Corey right now, please, if you're Corey and if your name is Corey Siegel and you're being sneaky and you press play on this episode to see what the secret is, this is your final warning, or I'm returning everything. Move on. Scram. I'm so like tomboy when I record. Guys, how I'm like, I think I try to overcompensate for being like, this is my personality, right? When I said earlier that I can be too sweet and like, hi, I can be like that. It's because I don't think I'm fully secure with this side of me publicly. I don't fully, and there was this chick I was talking to at the gym the other day, and she was just acting like this, like me, and I was doing it back, and I was like, this is nice. Like, I like when I meet people where I don't feel like I have to be a dumb, ditzy, why do we shapeshift? Am I fake? I feel like isn't that what you do when you're neurodivergent? You're like, hey, you're not fake. You're just on the spectrum. You just shape shift into how other people act so you can feel like they'll accept you if you act that way too. So you just mirror back how they're acting, and that's how you feel safe or something. I don't know. But my favorite people don't do that. It doesn't matter if they're meeting the Queen of England, God rest her soul, or the President of the United States, or, their local TJ Maxx cashier. Like they have the same personality through it all, no matter who they interact with. And I think that is sick. And that is the way to be. And I strive to do that. Okay. My other secret is what I'm doing for Corey's Christmas present. Okay. I've never been so excited about a present in my life. Long story short, I am okay. With love, I mean this with love and tender loving care. And I understand how it gets like this because I remember when I used to be in the situation he's in. Okay. With love, my husband is he is all man. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with being, I prefer it that way. Okay. Now I visited his office, the other day and I was like, God damn it. It's like, I just can't, this is hard to see. Like it was officially like, something needs to be done. Meaning that when I used to work in an office, and this is why I totally relate to it, you just, and sometimes my desk gets like this once a week and I have to clean it off and like make everything nice so I can record because I work at the same desk I record at with my planners and my notebooks and my pens and paperwork and all that stuff. And so I get how like day to day, you just like go to your office, you like work, you go home, stuff collects on the desk, whatever. You have a little tchotchke here and there. You don't really like see it because you're in it every day. And so long story short, I am extreme makeover office edition in Corey's office for Christmas. And I have never felt so much joy and giddiness about a project in my life because it's basically very gray and boring and there's just no life in it. And it needs a woman's touch. It needs a woman's touch. And, you know, I think he works so hard and I'm like, you're in this office Monday through Friday. Like you're there all day. Like I would love to just, I cannot wait for him to, I'm going to do like a big reveal. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to do it. Cause ideally I would go there and deck it out and do it. And then without him knowing, and then he walks into it. But I feel like that'd be a little too invasive. There might be some information on his desk I'm not supposed to know about as his wife. That might be, I might see some paperwork I'm not supposed to see. Okay. That's not, for the wife to know about. Kidding. But, so what I think I'm going to do is, and this is the thing, he has like a fake plant in there and I'm just like, I just can't with this fucking plant. It's just very like, it's just a bad fake plant. And that was kind of the first thing I was like, this has got to go. And I was looking around, I'm like, yeah, that shelf can definitely be switched up. And I'm like, you know, that chair definitely needs an upgrade. And the dogs are sharing a dog bed when they're there and they're like literally laying on top of each other. And I'm like, yeah, they could probably have their own beds. You know, that could be cute, having a matching bed set. And then I'm like, you know, the lighting in here is very fluorescent. Let's get some lighting covers for these bulbs and let's do an LED, like, you know, let's do a, like, what are they called? Like light pan. I'm doing these like app controlled, lighting things. So they're like light bars. He has one of his computer. I'm like getting him felt, storage bins, like soft felt, like stuff for the just organization. Oh, I got him this, a new lamp. I got him, so it started with plants. Okay. So I replaced the plant. So I need to tell you how I think I'm going to reveal it. So I got him like 6 plants, like live plants that are good for low light office lighting type spaces. So plants, pots, stands, that's how this started. And then I hope the chair fits. I just thought of that. That's the only thing that I'm not sure about. But anyway, so it's all swagged out or whatever. Here's how it kind of started. I was like, okay, it's Christmas. Like it's like, he's totally the type of guy, like, what do you get a guy that has everything, you know? Or he doesn't need he's a simple man, you know, like he doesn't He likes nice things and he has nice things. He doesn't like, it was either this or send him on a trip to Scotland or something to play golf. But anyways, it started with a plant, right? I was like, I got to get rid of it. I just was feeling like, okay, I'll get him a plant for his office to replace the fake one. And then my wheels started spinning. And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, I could do it all. And then I just like went ham. So I think what I'm going to do is right now, everything's in the garage and there's a sign on the door to go to the garage. There's like a Santa Claus there. I have jingle bells on the handle. Like if I hear those jingle bells, it means someone open that door, and he'll fuck with me. I'll be like in the bathroom, like unable to like get up and quickly like move because I'm like in the middle of doing my business, and he will literally fuck with me and start jingling them. And I'm like, no. So anyways, I think I'm either going to set it up, because my favorite thing about Christmas morning was waking up and Santa had come and set up it was always, so Santa would do a display of your gifts, like a nice display. One time, I think it was my brother or my sister got a basketball hoop, and like every part of the basketball hoop was like nicely laid out. You know what I mean? So that's how Santa would do it. They'd make it like a display of the gift. And you would wake up and you'd walk out and you'd see it. And it was like the best feeling ever. And so I'm thinking I'm going to either do, it's going to be like we open the garage door and I do a setup like how it'll be at his office, or I do it in like our living room and he wakes up or he comes home from work. It's probably going to be when he comes home from work. I'll show him. I'll do a reveal. So you have to figure that out. But that's the secret thing. Okay. I'm like redoing Corey's office and I'm so excited. And I feel like when I used to work in an office, I had my own office. It just happens. Like you're just locked in. You're not even like, it was always a thing to stop and to like dust the place and clean it. Like I would never really do that. It would just kind of like collect stuff and get dusty. Even my desk here, like it gets gross quickly. But again, I always have to clear it off. Okay. Life updates. We are just hitting up Christmas parties left and right. I have a Christmas party tomorrow at Corey's office, which is great because I get to scope out his office again. Because we FaceTime the other day and the only pictures I'm going off of are my screenshots really quick on our FaceTime. Because he was showing me around and I asked him like, hey, like, or the dogs. He was showing me the dogs and he was screenshotting. So I'm going off of like a few pictures. And so I'll be able to see the office a lot easier tomorrow. So Christmas party tomorrow. And then we have a Christmas party Saturday. We just had one last week, so that's not that many, but I love getting my Christmas outfit, my little like festive outfits, and it's fun. And I love getting dressed up and putting on sparkly things. We went to this hotel in San Diego the other day called the Lafayette, and it's called the Lafayette Hotel. I think it's a historic, I don't know the history of it, but it feels like a very historic place. And they decked it out for Christmas. Like they have their style, their decorating style or their interior design style is very maximalist. So tons of prints, colors, textures, and they literally shoved Christmas decor in every square inch of that place. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So we went there, we had a nice dinner at their Mexican restaurant. They put us in this little side room that was really swanky. That was nice. It was like all velvet red and it was like just a nice vibe. That's what I'm excited for when we go to New York is the vibes of the restaurants we're going to, because we've been making reservations and planning it. And I'm excited to have like because we're going to Del Frisco's. I think it's a chain actually. It's like a Ruth Chris, but I think it's nicer. I don't know, but it's a steak place and it has, or steakhouse vibe. And I think it's right outside of where the Christmas tree is. So I'm just so excited for all the feels, all the Christmassy feels. And there's something about it's dark. You're at a nice restaurant. You're dressed up. You're having a cocktail and a beautiful meal this time of year. And you can get that any night of the year, don't get me wrong, but there's something about the pitch blackness, the darkness of this time of year, like you're wearing a coat. It's a nice feeling. I'm trying to, again, I keep, this was my mantra for winter this year. I've been telling you guys that anytime I have a negative thought about the darkness and the cold, I'm like, no, I'm embracing it. I'm telling myself that time moves very quickly. Okay. And if we learned what did we learn today? The Titan sub blew up in 2023, and that hurts my mind. So just enjoy the moment, enjoy the present moment. Okay. I've been catching myself throughout this entire episode, wishing I was somewhere else, and I was not wishing. I'm having anxiety about, like, it's getting too late in the day. I want to go hit my golf balls with my new clubs. And I'm feeling like, no, it's like, just be in the moment. And also be in the moment, and you don't have to do things in a rush. That's also been a huge thing I learned this year. Like, it feels so good to just put one foot in front of the other at a nice, even keel pace. When it comes to checking off your to-do list, getting stuff done around the house, like it's such a great feeling. There's no like, hey, we got to because, there's times in our lives, like throughout the week, there are moments where, I have to rush. I have to like get out the door. Like this morning, I was like trying to get to spin class at 6, and I was like running late, so I was chugging a Celsius because, you guys, what did we learn? Huberman said to spike your cortisol first thing in the morning. Okay. Apparently he wasn't specific if that's good for men or women or both. It's probably better for men, but so we're chugging a Celsius and we're rushing to our 6 a.m. spin class. So we spike our cortisol early in the day. So by the time it's bedtime, I guess our levels are lower, or we're calmer or something. I don't know. Okay. So Christmas parties. What are we eating for Christmas dinner? What is your family's Christmas dinner, like tradition? For me, it's prime rib, some kind of potato, some kind of green, usually like a prime rib mashed potatoes, or not a baked potato, definitely like a mashed potato, prime rib, blood's dripping all over the mashed potatoes, lots of butter, horseradish sauce on the side. Maybe, I think it's like a good asparagus sauteed with maybe bacon. That might be a little too much. And then it's like a bacon wrapped scallops. No, that's like too much. It's like a surf and turf. It's usually like a prime rib, maybe lobster. My mom's been making lobster like every time I've been going home over the last few years or so. It's like she does the lobster or big prongs, like shrimp cocktail, a Caesar salad, good bread, like really good dinner rolls. Maybe like a pumpkin pie, or like there's always like I don't know. This year we're doing Italian. Corey's family, we're doing Italian. We're having like this lasagna from our favorite place, or the best lasagna in San Diego. It's from Piatti. She's getting that catered. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Like that's like so exciting. And I'm going to just cook or bake so many cookies for the kids. And I'm so excited. So that's what we're doing for Christmas. That's what we eat. I'm trying to think what other like hors d'oeuvres. What kind of hors d'oeuvres do we eat on Christmas? I don't know. Like, oysters. My mom sometimes will make oysters. Oh, I love food back home is insane. It's so good. Just charcuterie. Fuck. Just like wine and then like a charcuterie board and dips and fancy nuts, little it was always like my grandma would always have like pickled beets, those little tiny pickles, the little pickles, and then there's something else in the dish. Maybe olives, black olives. I feel like it was black olives, pickled beets, the little tiny pickles, and tiny forks. And it was just like a little thing. And then you'd have some sort of like cream cheese dip thing in a cracker. I don't know. It's so good. I fucking love that. I just love, like, that's one thing I miss right now is the smell of my grandparents' house. Like growing up, like every time they've moved, it's always kind of smelled the same. It's a very nostalgic. Their house is always like so nostalgic during Christmas because they had a Christmas tree farm. They always had a big Christmas tree that smelled so good. I think they officially, or like, I remember it was a big moment when they had to, when they decided as a couple who owned a Christmas tree farm to get a fake tree. It's a nice fake tree, but we didn't get one this year, and it was kind of one of those things where we're like, I don't know. We have a garland and our stockings up on the fireplace, but like, I don't know. Okay. So life updates. Speaking of food. Okay. So Corey's like, I really would love that pesto chicken that you make. So I discovered way too late in life, because I know I don't like cooking chicken unless I'm barbecuing. Like if it's on the grill, like I'll grill, like that's where I want to cook chicken. Every time I make chicken, like roasted in the oven or like on a pan, it just doesn't hit. Okay. I did not know that sometimes, so all chicken really needs is, first of all, buy thinly sliced chicken. Don't buy the full breast, or if you do, pound it out, make it thin. Chicken just needs a nice amount of mayo on top of it while it's roasting in the oven. I do it on the roast setting. It gets a little like crispy with the mayo, and I do pesto, fresh herbs. You can do something other than pesto, but making a little, because I don't want to marinate chicken all day. Like I'm not going to take the time to marinate. Even if I do that, it's like, it doesn't turn out that good. You need mayo. Okay. So I've been putting mayo on chicken and making a little pesto chicken thing recently, and it is amazing. Yeah, like who knew chicken needs mayo, which might sound disgusting, but it just keeps it like, I'm not going to say the M word. It keeps it moist. Okay. Seahawks are 11-3, big game. This is a sports podcast. This is a health and wellness and a sports podcast. Seahawks are 11-3. They're playing the Rams tomorrow. I'm so excited. And then we've got Jake Paul versus, Anthony, what's his name? Jake Paul. I wrote it down here. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Oh my God. Guys, what time is it? I think we're over the 2-hour mark. Okay. So Jake Paul, we've got the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight this Friday, December 19th in Miami. It's an 8-round professional boxing match against former 2-time unified. Is that the word unified? I've never read unified. Against former 2-time unified. Why does that look weird? Unified. Huh. All I ate today was one of those. I've been buying peppermint everything right now just for the sake of like, it's the holidays, it's Christmas time. It's like every day I eat like fistful. I have probably like 5 little cutie oranges, those little baby oranges, and chocolate. Like I always have like like some sort of dark chocolate and like those, and then something pepperminty. And today I had one of those perfect bars, but it's the peppermint one. So my brain, I definitely need more fuel right now. I'm falling apart. So we've got, again, he's a 2-time heavyweight world champion. He's huge. Okay. He weighs like 270. I mean, the pictures of them standing next to each other, Jake's like looking up. So this is going to be Friday night, this Friday on Netflix. We're having a little thing here, a little party for it. It's going to be like the fight that makes, because Jake's 12-1, 7 KOs, which is amazing. And then Joshua is 28-4 with 25 KOs. But he's a heavyweight. Like they're so unmatched or mismatched. And so if Jake takes him out or whatever, knocks him out or like wins this, it's going to be crazy. But then also people are like, well, then this is obviously rigged. So I think if Joshua doesn't knock him out by the 4th round, people are going to be like, it's rigged. You know, he's not fighting as hard as he, you know what I mean? How they do that, just so annoying. But I think whoever trains Joshua, I guess this is what Corey told me. I really don't know much about the boxing world, but it's been fun. You know, I've been watching more UFC fights. I've been watching boxing for a couple of years now. Like ever since I met Corey, we've been kind of consistently, we've been keeping up with the fights and it's been fun. I think, you know, you really have to give it to the Paul brothers. I have not checked in on Logan Paul in a really long time. I used to listen to Impulsive like every episode. I was just always aware of what was going on in his life. This is the longest I've gone with not knowing. And, but yeah, shout out to them for making me just a small, meek, brittle woman. It's not even funny. It's like the wrong, it's like, just like just me, like a basic, I'm like the category, like I'm just like a girl who's like a basic. The thing is, you guys, you know what's really fucked? Here's what's kind of like, you know how I said I get all like meek and sweet and too nice and I'm like people pleasy and like that, which I don't love, and I need to stop. I need to leave that in 2025, right? I also feel like who I am is so one of the boys. Like it's, and I think because of the algorithms and the content I see, that's all about the girls and girlhood and being a girl's girl, right? I find myself editing stuff I say because I'm like, I don't want to sound like a fucking dyke over, like a fucking butch, just tomboy. But listen to me, you know what I mean? I am a sports obsessed fan girl of male men going up against other men with jerseys on. Okay. And that's who I am. I've always been that way. I've always had this like side of me that's, I do have, I mean, you know what, Jacqueline, remember, just reiterate to yourself the description of your show. This show is defined by contrast. Okay. It's defined by contrast. I think that is what makes me is that what do you call it? I have range. You know what? I have range. Okay. So I can make the beauty guru content and I can watch the boxing fight and I can hold my own through it all. Anyways, so it's been fun. So we're hosting that little thing this week and then, on Friday. So that's what's going on. Okay. And then Jake Paul versus the Joshua guy. Seahawks tomorrow. Big exciting sports week for me. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I hope if you heard that, we are so close as friends. Like we are, maybe it's like drink water. You know what I mean? It's like maybe just drink some water and stop having so much caffeine. I was drinking, by the way, I never told you the beverages. Day old black coffee from the pitcher, the coffee machine on ice. Okay. And then my Kris Kringle Diet Coke and my Stanley water bottle. Okay. I'm looking here. Okay. So there was this cat at my gym when I walked out that was meowing on the steps, and there's a super fast road, or not really super fast. Breathe. Okay. So life update. I found a cat, a stray cat at my gym, and it was so sweet. It was so sweet that it let me hold it, and it was like curling up in my arms, and it was meowing, and its heart was beating really fast. And I miss having cats. I love cats. Like I'm both. I'm an animal lover. Okay. But this little kitty was and I was like done with my workout. We were heading out, and Corey's looking at me like, oh no. I feel like, no, he was He wasn't rolling his eyes because, like, I feel like the typical thing for a man would be like, oh, is she gonna like want to take this home, or like, oh, I know where this is going, you know, like stuff you see in the movies when situations like this happen. No, so I was just like, I can't leave it, and I'm like, there's a road there, you know, like there's a parking lot. What do I do? So I'm just maybe a couple minutes went by, and people were like taking pictures of the cat and me, like, oh my god, a cat at the gym, like, you know, and then this older gentleman, he wasn't that old. He's probably maybe 60, maybe. He's like, hey, he goes, the timing was so divine. He goes, hey, it wasn't the owner. He's like, hey, my neighbor works at a no-kill shelter. I have cats myself. My wife and I have cats back home, and I'm a cat lover, and I wouldn't mind taking the cat home and getting it to the right place so that it can be found or whatever. And so long story short, like I pet the kitty. It was sad. I was like, oh, I love it. You know, I was like, so like, oh, I want a cat now. Gave it to him. He walked off. He's like, my wife's going to kill me. It's kind of funny. And then, long story short, I go back to the gym a few days later, and one of the guys that works there goes, hey, just so you know, the cat got back home. It's back with its owner, and he lived by the beach. He rescued it, I guess, a couple months ago, and it's this place by the gym, like right on the beach. And he's like, it got home. So yeah, that was like a sweet, heartwarming thing that recently happened. And my gym swagged me out. It's so funny. I like put on like 20 pounds. I mean, not my 20 pounds higher. Okay. I am. Dude, no, wait, that's so crazy. I'm 20 pounds heavier, but see, 20 pounds on me. Fuck. 25. Wait a minute. You guys, at my lowest on my GLP-1. So today I'm 25 pounds heavier than I was when I was, which sounds like so much weight, but see, I fluctuate where like I can hang at that low weight. I can hang, you know, I look fine there, and you know, it's a different look. And then there's me now. And I feel like this is like where my body always wants to be, no matter what. But yeah, it's crazy. So anyways, it's like, I think I'm just leaning into like lifting heavy, getting stronger, just being like a womanly woman right now. Okay. I am resisting this Ozempic the Ozempic body craze that I was on for a year. Was I on it for a year? Yeah, I was on it for a year. So long story short, I'm at the point now where girls are like, are you competing? Are you like, I'm sorry, what? Like people are like, oh, okay. You know, I'm like hack squatting 3 plates, repping that out, like I'm doing a lot of heavy stuff in the gym right now. And so my gym, I'm friends with the owner, and they have a clothing line there, and they recently swagged me out, and that made me feel special. And I don't know what I'm saying. I've been wearing leg warmers. That's one of my new things. It's not only cute, it's very functional. They do make your legs warmer. So that's kind of my new like thing I've been doing is leg warmers at the gym. Yeah. I'm also still continuing to throw everything away, like, and not or donate. I should say donate, because that was like another heartwarming thing. It's like, I could cry. I love my husband. Like he literally was like, we have this separate closet with a bunch of stuff when we moved, full of clothes and just stuff that we never wear. It's just there, right? And I finally decluttered it. I was like, this needs to, like, we got to purge this. I don't like having things in the house that are just weighing the house down. Like I'm just like constantly like getting rid of stuff, donating stuff. Like if we don't use it, we got to lose it, right? So I literally like took all these clothes out and I like organized them. And I was like, hey, like I'm donating this stuff. Like, I don't think you want any of this, but he like made sure that night when I was doing it. Like, okay, so this is stuff I don't want. He kept a couple things. And then the next day, I could cry. He literally was like, he literally just had like, he was getting ready for work. He was about to leave and he was in there with a garbage bag, just stuffing it full of stuff. And I was like, this is in our guest room, by the way. Like it's like, I was on the bed and I'm like, oh, like, are you going to donate that for me? Or like, thank you. Like, cause I was going to do it. He goes, no, there's this guy now that isn't doing that well. He's told me about it. And, I've given him a couple hats before and he loved when I gave him the hats, and I'm going to give this to him cause this is all really good stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. It was just really sweet. Like, yeah. So anyways, cool. That's the life update section. Okay. We got to talk about the sweet potato lady. We got to talk about Courtney on TikTok putting cheese in a sweet potato because I bought cheese in a sweet potato. Okay. This is Courtney. If you don't know who this woman is, she is a teacher in Alabama who is going viral right now for her teacher lunch videos where she sits down during her teacher lunch and shoves cheese in a baked sweet potato. This is Courtney. She is a breath of fresh air, just a nice, positive light online right now. And because of her, I will be trying out this little concoction later. I'll probably film it because I feel like that'd be good content. I don't know.
Save time. Hang on. This is a Japanese sweet potato, and it is just oozing with syrup. So I cooked it per usual, okay? 300 for an hour. So this one was kind of small, so I did an hour. So sometimes I do an hour and 20 for a big fat one, but this one was, a little small. And then I left it in there for 3 hours. So I really like it when it's just slightly warm and not super hot. We have a new butter kaze cheese. I'm well aware that I have to get some more knives, okay? Definitely.
She cuts the cheese with a spoon, which is the best part.
We're just gonna get 2 perfect pieces. You guys, my mom is my biggest fan. This is not a Japanese sweet potato.
Okay, so you get the idea. It was a purple potato with orange filling. But she takes the butter kasse German cheese and she doesn't have a knife at work, so she uses her spoon and she like shoves so much cheese like down the center of the potato and she just eats it like a burrito. And every now and then someone on TikTok will do a food thing like that where it's just like, oh, I got to try this. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the sweet potato cheese combo later today. I couldn't find butter kasse, so I got unexpected cheddar from Trader Joe's. Okay, let me just see what else is here. We got the news roundup, the dark news roundup to do. Or I could do stupid fucking TikToks. I did do my ChatGPT 2025 roundup, and I could share that with you because, but it kind of makes me look like a loser, to be honest. Which I'm fully willing to. I'm fully willing to do that for you. If I can. I don't mind. That's what I. What do the Brits say? I take the piss at myself. I'm fully willing to go there with you today and, let ChatGPT roast me. I already let it roast me and I'm mortified. Basically, I'm I have a lot to learn in 2026, or a lot to improve on in 2026. According to ChatGPT, why don't I just do this? Because fuck it. It says I optimized everything except I basically said, like, what did you learn? I asked ChatGPT, what did you learn about me in 2025? And this is what it said. You optimized everything except execution speed. You believed one more system would finally fix everything. You deep dove into topics no one asked for repeatedly. You researched wellness like it was a federal investigation. You refused hustle culture, and this is so corny, and accidentally built a brand anyway. I don't know what that means. Asked questions I already knew the answer to just to feel something. Confused preparation with progress. Needed 6 opinions to approve my own taste. Researched instead of committing. Overthought clarity into silence. Claimed I hated hustle culture while quietly doing the most. Or I hated hustling while quietly doing the most. Acted like the future was theoretical. It was not. I don't get that one. Yeah, it basically said, like, my top themes were like authority versus permission. Like, I kept checking in with my ChatGPT to reassure me about stuff about my life when it's like I'm not. And that's the thing. This is why I think it's a motherfucker. This is a bad thing. And it goes against everything I believe in. My biggest mantra ever, and on this show, and it has been this way for almost 6 years, is to go inside, go within, listen to your intuition, and let that guide you and let that guide your life, right? And here I am getting ChatGPT in 2025, constantly asking for reassurance and advice and permission. Like, I'm constantly checking in with it to double check my intuition, the things I already believe in and intuitively like know. I'm just verifying. I'm using ChatGPT as like a stamp of approval before I can like take action on something or mentally like believe some, or, you know, and so what the fuck? Okay. It's not cute. My ChatGPT usage is not cute. I think I'm naturally a very curious person, and I love, digging deeper, asking why, being inquisitive, and but something that I've learned this year, and this is interesting. I recently, my Aura ring crapped out, and I haven't had a readiness score or a sleep score in over a month now. And so that's been enlightening, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not a slave to this number anymore. I'm just tuning into like, how do I feel today? I think the more devices, the more tech we incorporate into our lives that tell us I have my Apple Watch with like my step count, you know, and my workouts, and I still wear my Apple Watch, but it's really freeing to not be aware of so much about yourself, you know what I mean? And then in that way, and then it's like a what do you call it? A evil, double-edged sword. And so, yeah, with ChatGPT, I think I was constantly like psychoanalyze. It's one of the worst things you can give a person like me. Because think of the way I am here. And by the way, we think about ourselves way too much as human beings. Okay, and we just do. In this day and age, we're overly concerned about ourselves, overly aware of ourselves. It's like we should not be thinking about ourselves as much and optimizing ourselves. It's like the nonstop biohacking, optimization, health hacking, wellness hacking. Everything is a hack. It's like how can we reverse aging and be young forever? It's like it's out of control. And then what it does is it robs you when you're on this nonstop quest, because it never ends. And by the way, it's an industry that's making money off of you and preying on people's anxiety about their health. Like, the fuck? It robs you of peace. it just robs you of peace. Like, I'm not saying be ignorant. Ignorance is not bliss when it comes to like having cancer. Okay. Like you want to be healthy and you want to take care of your body and get your checkups and do your blood work. I think there's obviously a balance to everything. And with ChatGPT this year, was health hacking up the ass like crazy. But also it's like, I've been doing a lot of things for my health for so long where I'm like checking in, like, what even is this do? I was really going into the science of it all. So I feel like it was teaching me stuff, but here's another theme, identity lag. Your life, oh my God, I can't believe I'm reading this. Your life skills and output outpaced your self-concept. You're living like someone more established than you feel comfortable admitting you are. Yeah, I need to level the fuck up and mature. I need to mature next year. I feel like I think I'm there. And reading this really helps because, or like this, again, it's like confirming something I already know. But I've talked about that, how like my life moved faster than my mind. And I think when you go through a lot of major life chapters, when you start settling down and it's very quick, you know what I mean? Like I was like, boom, 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 like engaged, married, bought a house, like settled. It's all like within a short time frame. Some people, I mean, everyone's on a different time frame with how they do things. But I think, yeah, I'm officially like, this is what it is. You are, it's like, it's so, I feel like I don't know if anyone ever feels like mature. I think you're older. I'm in my 30s now, but I still feel like I need my mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm running my own shit, but I still feel like a little girl sometimes who's like, what the fuck? I'm a homeowner. I'm married. Like what? I live like with a man. I'm like, so I think maybe some people don't think about it that much, but I definitely am. I like what this says. It's like your self-concept doesn't match your actual reality. Like you're there, bitch. Like you're there. It's okay. Like just be it, just be it. You don't have to like be like, whoa, that's wild. I own a house, or like, whoa, I'm married. This is crazy. I'm 31. It's like, I think it's just because I don't know. I think I'm just, maybe because of my peers, I think it's also part of it. That's also part of it. Like a lot of the rhetoric, a lot of what I see online is like, no one's getting married, having kids, people can't buy homes. And so I feel like that's just like the main narrative going around. And so when I can't relate to, like, I don't match that quote unquote majority of people. I don't know. Okay. Third theme, the cost of over explaining, hence what I just heard. Yeah. You repeatedly notice how much energy you lose softening, contextualizing, or justifying yourself. Less explanation felt scarier. More explanation felt worse. I don't know. Intellectual curiosity is regulation. Research, deep dives, hyperfixations weren't distractions. They were how you self-soothed, processed fear, and recentered control. Yeah. Wellness as a control versus care. You explored the line between supporting your body and trying to out-optimize it. A reoccurring question: Am I listening to my body or interrogating it? Oh, this goes against everything I believe. Aesthetic integrity. From home design to personal style to lighting, you were protecting your nervous system through beauty. You learned that aesthetics aren't vanity for you. They're infrastructure. All right. transitioning from narrator to editor, resistance to performative hustle. You consistently rejected grind culture, loud branding, and fake urgency, not because you're unambitious, because you're allergic to hollow effort. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of okay. You're highly perceptive and fast patterning. You see through systems, people, trends, and narratives quickly. Your frustration isn't confusion. It's that most structures move slower than your brain does, and people are fucking retarded. Yeah, I talked about that a lot. How like just some things are just, I'm like, how is this? I'm like, I'm just too smart. I'm just too, I don't know. It's the whole like how I zoom out of things and I look at the big picture versus maybe I need to be more focused on the little things. I don't know. Because when people, I need to get in the trenches. When people focus on the little things and they're freaking out over it, instead of I just need to go with them. I need to go in the hole with them. And I need to focus on the little things with them. Instead of being the person who's like, if you zoom out, this is the, like, because I'm not going to change them. They're not going to think how I think. Anytime, because like I literally will give people the keys to the castle and they're like, it's like, but I'm stubborn too. People do that for me. And I don't take their advice. And then later on I take their advice, but I have to learn for myself first because what's the psychology of that? Is it called pathological demand avoidance? And you can't be told things because it came from someone else and you feel out of control and you want to feel control of your life. And so you want to make the decision to do it and you don't want someone else to tell you to do it because you don't feel like you're in control. Oh my God. I know too much about shit I should not know about. Okay, you guys. That's the wrong music for talking about the news right now. All right, it's a beautiful day in December. It's December 17th. Here are the news stories as of late. Nick Reiner, the 32-year-old son of filmmaker Rob Reiner and photographer Michelle Reiner, is being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for assassinating his parents. Guys, this motherfucker, have you seen the videos of him talk? I can't even, I don't want to say his name, but Rob Reiner and his wife tragically were slain by their son, their 32-year-old, whacked out, cracked out, drug addict son, this past weekend. And he literally, like, here's like it's like, why am I, honestly, I should be just doing like a celebratory, like, here's the highlights of Rob Reiner and some ways, positive things we can remember him, or positive ways we can remember him. But like,
I was a real like nutcase. I was crazy. And I just, it was more than drugs. It's really always about more than that. And I needed a lot of that sort of
Okay. That's eerie. And then he's like sitting next to his dad, saying that in this interview. It's horrible. This is like, you know, when the Menendez brothers killed their parents, this happened in Brentwood. Let me just like read the story, I guess, or you guys probably might already be aware of it, or I'm assuming. I don't know the specifics. I just know they were found in the home with stab wounds. Okay. But what's really fucking sad about this to me, and I don't know exactly what happened. Like none of us, I don't, like we don't know the specifics on, I guess he was, what was the thing before he was like acting weird at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, like the night before. He's been in and out of rehab. He's been on the street. I think like he's always had a problem. But this is what's so sad to me. It's like, was he just like, let's just say he was like methed out and just full of rage and was at his parents' house. My point is this. My vibe from this, and again, I'm just going off vibes. I don't know much. It's very sad. It's terrible. It doesn't seem like he was plotting to do this. Like it just kind of happened in the rage of being high on drugs, which is so sad. It's like you're so, I don't know what happens when you're on meth. I don't know what he was on but maybe he was plotting to do it. I don't know. But kind of like I don't want to say it's not accidental, and God, he's going to fucking plea what kind of plea, an insanity plea or whatever. Like they have to push the court date or whatever to like early January because he's probably detoxing right now. I think they do like a medical examination, and if you're not competent, if you're not like, they have to move the arraignment to, I don't know. So that's the whole shindig. And then he got Alan Jackson, the lawyer who, who's Alan Jackson? Why does that sound familiar? He was the former LA defense attorney. Is that what that is? Anyways, it's just really sad to think about this situation where he's, high on drugs and does this to his parents. And it's like, are you even fucking like, you're aware? I don't know. I mean, because I've been blackout drunk before and I don't remember anything like at all. And so I don't know if that's the same thing as being high on meth and like not aware of what you're doing. So that's which is so fucking scary, by the way, like blacking out and you're like, what the fuck? I don't remember. So, his defense strategy will depend on a number of factors: the weight and admissibility of any collected evidence, the testimony of any witnesses, events leading up to the deaths, the defendant's mental health issues, and any possible mitigating factors. If he is mentally incompetent, he will be ordered to be assessed for competency, and he will need to be evaluated by specialists to ascertain his mental competency. If he is found incompetent, he will need to be medicated or treated to the point where, this is going to go on for a long ass time. Like this is going to need to be medicated. Yeah. This could take several weeks to several months. Who's paying for his lawyer, I wonder? Is that his parents' money? So fucking sad and fucked up. This is all dark stuff. You guys, the Bondi Beach, Hanukkah shooting. The Brown University shooting, that's just a complete shit show. Brown University. They're like, do they have any leads? The search for Brown University shooter enters the 5th day as enhanced image of suspect released. So authorities still do not know if the person of interest is affiliated with Brown University. Yeah, they have like no leads. Yeah, at this point, it's unknown to us. It's unknown to us where this person works. It's unknown to us if he's an affiliate of Brown. That's all unknown to us. Police Chief Oscar Perez Jr. said. They have an enhanced photo. I just saw this stupid video of them kicking around snow, like looking for evidence. I don't know what that is, but who died again? Was it one girl, Brown University shooting? And this shit's like clockwork. I might I cannot imagine being a parent right now, sending your kids off to school. Like, how do you even... This was not a thing when I was a kid. And I feel like, yeah, I don't know how you could look your like little kid in the eye and like send them off to school and not just feel so anxious all day, all the time. Like, I just guess you have to look at like odds and like statistics, like technique, but so on December 13th, a mass shooting occurred at Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. I need to take off these fucking these glasses are not the vibe for this segment. I need to not be funny right now. I need to put my other glasses on. Okay. On December 13th, 2025, a mass shooting occurred at Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island during the second day of final exams or finals week for the fall semester. A gunman entered the school and killed 2 students and wounded 9 other students as they attended a review session in preparation for finals. How the fuck do you not, with all of the cameras, and wasn't there a crazy delay? Like, the school didn't go on lockdown for like 7 minutes or some crazy amount of time. 2 people were killed and 9 wounded. Okay. The 2 who were killed were identified as Ella Cook, a parishioner at the Cathedral Church of the Advent, and vice president of Brown's College Republicans. And, she's the vice president. So she's the parishioner and then the vice president of the College Republicans. And Muhammad Aziz Umarzakov, a recent graduate of Middle Than High School. Damn. Over 400 police officers responded to the incident. Oh my God. How the hell, So that's a terrible story for you. For no reason that I'm sure. I mean, not no reason, but it's so interesting. I was just telling Corey over dinner, I'm like, it feels like there's been a lull in the news recently, and then here we go. Bondi Beach. I fucking hate that video, by the way, of him just reloading, shooting. I'm just like, it's like it's a cold, dark world out there in a lot of ways. And I hate the randomness of these events. I hate it. I hate the randomness of it. And I hate that Jewish people can't even, it's just such a head shaker. It's like, huh? Like, there's what's going on in Israel. It's like, this does not represent every single Jewish, like what? It's kind of like, it's exactly like when 9/11 happened. It's like Muslims in America were like, people are like side-eyeing because it's, but that's not, they're the fucking most, like, they're the most, I think the most loving, like they're one of the most beautiful cultures. And like, the people are so like loving and kind-hearted and peaceful. Like that's really who they are. And so I hate that, like, okay, just because of what's going on over in Israel, like it doesn't mean all Jewish people are like down with that. I mean, in Gaza, you know, with the, you know, what's going on with the, which I haven't checked in on that in a second, but the ceasefire, are they just still, I feel like they're still bombing. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? I don't mean to like ramble on about this. I'm just, the older I get though, the more I recognize these patterns with the news and like bad news, and it's inevitable. And I hate that. I hate it. I hate the randomness of these mass shootings. And like, you never know, you know, when it's going to be, where it's going to be. I hate the randomness of it. And I hate that you can pretty much, like, what are the things that are guaranteed in life? It's like death and taxes, and also just war and killing and people dying in horrible ways and people being racist and just all the bad shit. It's always going to be there. And I have a hard time with that. I mean, who, no one's happy about it, but like the shootings are just fucking bullshit. And, I don't know. I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like, wrap it up, you know, but I won't. I will finish the episode. Hold on. Shout out to the guy that jumped the shooter. But see, if you're in that situation and you jump the gunman and you take the gun from him, and there's a cop or there's someone who's like, yeah, a cop, obviously, who sees you now, who just you just disarmed the shooter and attacked him, and now you're holding the gun. They're not going to know. I mean, unless they are watching that happen, they would know you're not the guy with the gun who's killing people. They're going to shoot you. So you're like, what do you fucking do in that situation? You got to like drop it and like, you know, so that's a scary thing to, I mean, a very heroic thing to do, but like that is a terrifying place to be. Yeah. Shout out to the Aussie guy curb stomping the guy's head though. Shout out. That was pretty. Oh man. I just never thought I'd see anti-Semitism in my life like this. Like I never thought. It's such a mind fuck. It's like all because of, yeah. It doesn't justify it. It doesn't justify it. What's going on in Israel and what they're doing to Gaza doesn't in my opinion, it's like you don't kill Americans or kill Australian people or it's like not even, but people can't, I don't know. There's probably some other like lore to this shooting and some sort of like conspiracy. I have no idea. There's always like another layer that I'm not tapped into and I'm not going to deep dive into. But speaking of deep dives, and I listened to, or Candace and Erica met up, and I was really excited to hear Candace's. So it's just so fucking weird. So Charlie Kirk gets assassinated, which was so heavy. Like I felt those days after that happened were so spiritually like heavy, and just it really like fucked me up. It's still, when I really think, I mean, it's not as fresh anymore, but it's like it really fucked me up. And anyways, Candace has been covering that. She's been doing her podcast and just going so hard at this, honestly. And I think I understand when people are like, she's just trying to like fuck her for trying to burn all this down. Like Charlie wouldn't have wanted this. Like like she's just burning everything down, and she's being obnoxious, and she's getting hundreds of millions of views and making money off whatever. And I totally get that. Like, I get the optics of what she's doing and how uncouth how it's not very, it's like she doesn't have any decorum or respect for like, hey, like but his wife, and like you're being obnoxious on your podcast, and but it's like when you adopt her perspective, and if you put your mind in Candace's brain, it's hard not to adopt I watch my friend get shot in the neck. I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. This is bullshit. I'm going to figure this out. And I don't care who I offend. I don't care who I fucking piss off. I don't care. She cares about truth, and that's it. Like, that's it. And I get that when you get like really, when you, cause she's sick of the bullshit. Like, and she has every right to be, because there's so much evidence in the past of like the fuckery with the Fed and the CIA with these things they plot around the world, you know, and so she's like, I'm going to fucking get you, you know, I'm going to fucking figure this out. And I feel like the sad thing is, I don't think she's going to figure it out. I don't think anyone's ever going to figure it out. I mean, she's always like, we're close. And I wonder this time next year if this is still going to be is she just going to do this forever? So back to the meeting with Erica. So she met with Erica, and I was really excited to listen to the next episode of her breaking down like what that was like. And it was kind of a whole lot of nothing. She said a whole lot of nothing. Like, there wasn't any, it was kind of word salady. And it wasn't very passionate like I was expecting. Like let me read. Let me just for funsies, because I think it's good to see what the people are saying. I feel like the comments were like people were not very jazzed about nothing was like, her goal was to feel like when she left the meeting, which was like a 4.5 hour meeting, I guess there are lawyers there. I guess the goal was like, Candace wanted to feel like when she left that, like, yeah, like Tyler Robinson did, she wanted to feel like, yeah, Tyler Robinson did it, or that they just gave a little more of a fuck about it, or seemed to have like a more, it was to like cool things down between her and Erica, and like, which is so strange. It's just so strange to me, because I'm like, why the hell did she not join forces with Candace? Like, if that was me, I would be like, oh, you're an angel. Like, you're going to the ends of the earth to figure out you thank you. It would be so thank you. But I think because if there is something that's up with Turning Point, Erica, whatever, I used to, when I was a kid, I learned this really early. Like, when people get defensive, when you're a kid, so I was a kid and I saw a truth. I saw something that was true and that happened. And this is a fact, right? True happened and it was a fact and it was wrong. Okay. And then when I would see a parent, my dad, I'll just say my dad, get really defensive and really angry and really mad and like flip it, as a kid, I was like, well, it's because you're wrong. Like, you're trying to, or the whole thing is like, how you react says everything. And so with Erica, it's like, that's the thing. That's what people are hung up on. And I think it'd be nice. I wish Candace would have said something about her demeanor, like something to give us like a little insight into like how she was acting. Cause a lot of these interviews, and it's like, why is she on like a book tour? It's all very strange. And I don't think you can, the whole, like, we can't judge oh, grieving woman, everyone grieves differently. That's kind of like these images or videos of her eyes going into demon mode are very, I don't want to be like mean. I'm trying to do things in a little more like, more of like an analytical, neutral way. Like that is very unsettling to see. Those eyes do that, like the demon eyes, like lock in when she says things. It's like, what do you make of that? You know what I mean? It's like very scary. But this is what people are saying on Candace's recent podcast in the comments. Like, I just like to see. So it was called Erica and I sat down. Here's what happened. Okay. 4.5 hour long conversation. And this is what we get. Yeah, I think we're all being played. Wait, Candace commented back. Me and Tucker co-opted the conspiracy bros in under 2 years. Can't believe people thought the death of mainstream media meant the end to control narratives. Yep, we're all being played. Book sales, merch sales, streams. The people always win in the end. Crazy. I'm just going to stop listening to all these podcasters. Going to blast Metallica and Mexican corridos for now on. Corridos. Yeah, her episode about the meeting with Erica was full of a lot of minutia about details that were like, oh, I don't like text message. I don't really remember. It's kind of all becoming a blur. The specifics, the timelines, the text messages, the planes, like, and now tomorrow or today, she's posting it today. She's like, I can now confidently say and confirm that these Egyptian planes flew in and out of Israel. I'm like, I'm using my like little pea brain right now, but like I'm not trying to like talk down on me. What did I say? Like undercut myself but is there a world where like those planes travel around the turning point? I don't know. And they're like at the events because the like donors are from other countries and they like fly on them and those are private planes. I don't know. There is something about them though that's very interesting. I don't know. You guys, I'm down the rabbit hole, but yeah, I'm still watching Candace but yeah, there's something about yeah, so I'm watching Candace and then I'm seeing these interviews with Candace and it's like, it's just strange. And I don't know what that means. But when I saw her and Barry Weiss do that interview and she was confident that Tyler Robinson shot her husband, there was like not a hesitation. Yes, I did. And it was so fast how she did it. It was like, do you believe Tyler Robinson shot your husband? Yes, I do. And then it was like, what do you have to say to Candace? Stop. It's like, it's very strange. The optics of Candace burning it all down and not giving a fuck and just like being so relentless about the way she's investigating this is what I would hope someone would do for me if I was shot like that and it was completely unjust. It just like if I didn't you know, but maybe you would want your wife to go on a book tour and smile a lot and get angry at people who are trying to figure out who shot your husband a lot. But here's the thing, okay? If A plus B equals C, if Tyler Robinson climbed on the roof, shot Charlie Kirk, and that gun they found was the gun, and those are the bullets, and those text messages between him and the trans furry lover were legitimate, and all of this is A plus B equals C, and then you've got a Candace Owens burning shit to the ground and bringing up all of these, or making all of these claims and unearthing all of these details about that day and investigating it. It's like, well, that would fuck up your, or potentially could fuck up your, I don't know. Eric even said that, like it won't be a fair trial, or they won't be able to find a jury, or because of what she's doing, and she needs to stop because it's like messing up the investigation. And then Candace goes and does this 4.5 hour interview. And one of the takeaways I had was that the things that the public know are the things that Turning Point USA knows. So it's like alleged, like that's what they said. That's what, like, that was the takeaway. So it's not like they're holding all of this information and keeping it out of the like, what do you call it when you, it's like they're keeping it, it's not public info. It's like private. It's for, the investigation. It's not like I mean, who the fuck knows? Okay. What I can say is this: what she's doing, I get. I get it. I get it. I think it's complicated because now you're discovering things that are very unsavory about potentially, like, if all of it is true, are unsavory and are making a widow look bad in her new company. She's now the CEO, like, look really bad and sketch and strange. And what a weird shitstorm. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. We live in a really weird time. I mean, I hate saying that, but it's nice that I like that the majority of people now in this country seem to have like a healthier level of skepticism in our government than they used to. I think that's good. I think that if the feds were up to something, if there was some fuckery, they learned that, hey, we're not smarter than the people. People are smarter. They got outsmarted. If this all is like, some bullshit, which I'm just like, the biggest thing for me is like, how is there not a video of the guy shooting him anywhere from the roof? If that's what they claim, and he's in court, like, he's Tyler Robinson shot, like, if the story is the roof and the gun and because they show this video of a guy running on the roof, and Candace made a great point from the jump. She goes, well, where's the other part of that video on the survey of the top of the building? Well, if he was taking the shot from this roof, that video exists. Where is that? Why was it cut? Why doesn't it not show that? Because that would show clearly this guy shot him from here. So that stuff, like, it's just like, who knows? It's really crazy. And okay. So that's the episode. I need to go hit balls and compress this. I wrote down Joe Rogan AI music. He plays the fucking song. Every episode of Joe Rogan right now is him waiting, like, on the edge of his seat, like, waiting for a moment to ask the guest he's interviewing if they've heard the AI version of, what is it? Like, it's like it's like something from, isn't it like a 50 Cent song or something? It's like a rap song. Many men. Yeah, many men. It's 50 Cent's Many Men, the Gangster Soul version. I mean, I swear it's every episode. It's like, he's like, there's like always a moment where he's like, and then he was interviewing Brett Weinstein. Was it Brett Weinstein? And I loved his response. He goes, yeah, I've heard it. It's probably because he's heard it on Joe's show before he listens. He like brushed that off really quick. yeah, the AI soul music is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. All right. I wrote police car headlights. I don't know where I wrote that. I don't know what that was about. Okay. Please let me get to the, I know. I'll do Christmas music to end it. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm on like, as of recently or whatever, I'm on like 20 more. So all the platforms, subscribe to the podcast and review the show 5 stars while you're there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm fucking brain dead. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to support the show, patreon.com/TJMS, patreon.com/TJMS. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays to those who do not celebrate Christmas. I guess there's like a lot of angry moms in elementary schools who are pissed off about how they have to say Happy Holidays. And it's like, bitch, not everyone celebrates Christmas. I used to kind of think that way because I celebrate Christmas as a Catholic, and I know a lot of Jewish people now. I have a lot of them in my life, and it's a Hanukkah. It's a Hanukkah. What's Kwanzaa? Actually, I know what Kwanzaa is. Okay, we're trailing off. I need to end the show. Yeah, all the things. I hope you're doing well. I hope Santa isn't nice to you this year. I hope. Things will always get better. Just know that you're not dead, you know, and you're still kicking. As long as you're not dead, it's like you're fine, you know? You are beautiful, you are loved. You are so talented. You are so handsome or gorgeous. You're handsome and gorgeous, or you're beautiful. Oh my God. You're worth it. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. This is a long one, but it's the end of the year. We got to go out with a bang. And I will see you in the new year. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.